Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Oh no, oh empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Oh no, empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Oh no, oh, empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver, no more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar, bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Oh no, empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver, no more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar, bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver, no more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar, Empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Oh no,
Hey guys, welcome back to the Crown Championships. Right now, it's the wild card war, and whichever team gets in on this, whichever team gets the W in this match, will go to the lower brackets next round. That's happening soon. But then again, due to some technical difficulties, we were actually delayed. However, we are back right now, and on the caster desk with me in this amazing match, it's me, Crucifix, of course, and with me, it's J4 Justin.
Yo, Crucifix, thanks for the welcome. And look at that. We have Evil Esports. I mean, I'm seeing Crisis in Evil Esports. What is that? I mean, I have seen him performing in Eliminators, but it seems like they have changed the lineup a bit. They have made some changes, and it is the Crisis on Evil Esports. And yeah, let's see how these lineups and the drafts works for them. How to
Yup, 100%. And Crisis is in the time of crisis for this team. And talking about the teams, they have already gone for the first ban, so we'll jump right into that. Hilda getting banned out first, and on the other side, they actually decided to ban the Joy first. Surprising. I'd say Fanny was a much better ban, but however, Joy does have that potential to dominate throughout the game. So banning her out, pretty good idea if you think so.
I mean, yeah, the mobility she has that provided the team going to the back line along with the electrifying beats, bursting those back laners. I mean, yeah, pretty decent ban, I would say. I mean, the people are banning out, but yeah, Fanny. I mean, if he goes into the hands of a really good Fanny player, yeah, that could be a bit of an issue for the enemy team. But yeah, we're gonna see a Herald ban along with it. So yeah, so far, even esports know they know what they're going for. They have banned out the Hilda so that they can decrease the invade potential of the enemy team. They might be planning to go for a Fanny. That's why they are leaving it open. So yeah, so far quite of a decent ban. So they are they have, since they have banned out the Harriet, they might have some other gold laners in their mind, like such as the Irithal or might be a Granger. What do you think about that, Crucifix?
A Granger, a good pick all time of day. Whenever you're ranking up, just pick Granger. It's a very easy hero. Once you pick it up, you are definitely gonna at least win 60 to 70% of your matches. However, Zushin is that hero that can actually dominate throughout the game. 90% of your win rate will be destroyed if you have a Zushin completely on the enemy team every single time. However, both the Leonins, Harriet and Joy, they might be paired up with a Nana ban. I'm kidding. There's no way Nana gets banned nowadays. But Leonins must stick together. And as us okay, I'm not gonna lie. Leonins
Oh,
is a funny name. However, the Fanny, like you mentioned, will get banned. They did not want that flying murder machine flying around the map, destroying people. So, team. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Fanny is dangerous. You don't want her flying around. And in light of what my favorite YouTuber, Shinmen Takuzo, calls her, flying murder machine. Flying saucer murder machine. So yes, please ban that thing. We do not want her flying around destroying people.
I mean, yeah, she is pretty sustain. She has the sustain build along with the Warx. I am seeing some people using those. I mean, true damage as well as the penetration build on her, and that's a quite menace to be honest. And yeah, definitely, she is quite black flexible in terms of build. But look at that, the Lucas is getting banned. So yeah, no more Sacred Beast. But Crisis will not leave the opportunity to get the Granger in his side as a goal laner. He absolutely knows how strong this Granger is, along with the potential to stack up, as well as, I mean, the spike in the mid to late game is quite insane. I would say that's why he is going with the Granger already. He is pretty insane, like Crucifix mentioned. You are playing a solo rank, just get the Granger in your hand, and boom, you got the win. And let's see if
Definitely.
the max newbie, the max level newbies have some response to it.
Well, to be honest, I think Granger is a good hero, but Irithel is still open. That means team max level newbies can actually go for the Irithel. And not gonna lie, I kind of expect the Irithel. However, the Carmilla getting picked, surprising, but not special. But then again, something
Yo.
that you don't see every single day, it's the lovers getting picked onto one team. I usually see it on opposite sides, like lovers quarrel and everything. But then again, I mean, this is actually the first time I'm seeing a Sicilian and Carmilla getting picked on one team. However, to counteract that, Suyu, a hero that was kept open, is going to be picked onto the side of Team Evil Esports.
I mean, yeah. Despite of the fact, like there are like pretty some funny reels going on. I mean, just like there was a Leslie shot or something coming up, and it was the Carmilla who was defending the goal laner. But yeah, Sicilian uses the passive, and she goes inside her body, and boom, the marksman dies. Like it was pretty hilarious to be honest. But yeah, look at that.
Justin, keep it family friendly, my friend.
And look at that. The Valentina has been picked as a response to the Carmilla. I mean, the IMU could be pretty menacing, to be honest. I mean, that's a
100%.
really nice kryptonite. And boom, she will have one curse of blood as a return. So, pretty nice, decent pick. And it will be the Erythal, like you mentioned, for the Granger. I hope it works out for them because it is the crisis on the Granger.
Crisis, crisis, crisis. This might be a big crisis because Evil Esports might be going in for the win. However, that doesn't mean Team Max Level newbies will let step down from the throne. They want to actually take a shot at the throne. And talking about taking a shot, the second phase of the banning has begun, my friend. What are your thoughts on it? I see mages have been picked. I see one jungler onto the side of Evil Esports has been picked. I see the Hylos getting banned. But honestly, what do you think the bans are going to look like right now? Because I'm expecting something of a sort of Can I just be honest with you? Okay, okay. It
Please
just
do.
happened. It was something that just was in my mind. I took a few seconds off, and it just got banned. Hayabusa obviously getting banned off. No need to mention what Hayabusa can do for a team. Ogi Shadow Kill. Oof, too dangerous.
Yo, I like to say Badang is pretty strong in the current meta. I have seen like a lot of OP teams using him with the tank build as well as the support emblem. It's pretty menacing because his cooldown reduction on that second skill, it just doesn't end. You just do use it once. You just follow it up with the first skill, ultimate, and boom, it's back on your hand again. I mean, pretty menacing with the Badang, to be honest. So yeah, they should be focusing to get the Badang off because the XP laner as well as the roam position has been open. I have seen Badang being used as a roamer as well. So yeah, quite of a flexible pick, to be honest. So let's see what the max level newbies will be banning, but it will be none other than the Alpha. I mean, he could be menacing in the XP laner as well, but there are pretty much, I would say, a lot of OP XP laners at this position. I mean, the Gatot is there, the Phobius is there. I mean, a lot of threats to be banned out, other rather than the Alpha. But yeah, they might have some drafts in their mind. You never know.
That was a silly ban, to be honest, because Alpha is not really good in the EXP lane. It is mostly used in the jungle position. However, oh, like you mentioned, the Badang getting banned off. Last ban has been done. Evil Esports have decided to go for the Badang ban, and now it's going to be the picks, the last picking phase. I'm expecting Evil Esports to go for the Matilda. Matilda is really overrated, but still performs in most situations, and especially against the Carmilla and Sicilian, it will be really hard for them to actually deal with the Matilda and a Phobius combination, maybe.
That's right. I mean, they have the chance. They might be going with a jungler or might be an EXP laner. So yeah, so far I have banned out one of the potential jungler that was the Alpha. So they which they could have picked up themselves, but yeah, let's see what they have.
The comical part is Suyu was already picked. They actually still went for the jungler ban. That's actually reducing their own options in the jungle. However, I'm seeing the Yuzong getting picked. I think the Black Dragon will be flying across the skies, and I think Matilda might be picked onto the side of Team Evil Esports to counter the flying menace. That's the Black Dragon, the big Black Dragon. Holy crap. But then again, EXP and roam positions are still open, and I think a Khalid might be the choice of Super Wet.
I mean, the Valentina is there. She is like she has the whole shop open for her. The Carmilla's ulti is there. The Yuzhong's ultimate is there. But yeah, it will be the Khalid that has been locked, which is kind of a flexible. But it will not no longer be flexible since after the fourth pick has been locked, because we can tell a lot. If either depending if it's not a Chow, I mean, then it will be kind of difficult to say because both of those heroes are. Oh, it will be a Chow. No way. And they
Yo,
will be
yo,
locking
yo.
it. And again,
J4, dude. J4,
yeah.
did you open your fourth eye or something? That's not third eye stuff. That's fourth eye, dude. Where is the fourth eye from? You're literally across the fourth dimension, taking out picks that they didn't even decide on. Still getting picked. Very versatile hero. Holy crap.
I mean, yeah, like they have. I thought like they will go with a perfect Roma or the perfect EXP, but yeah, it was the Chow that was a flexible hero. But yeah, and boom, they gone with either accordingly. But look at that, they are looking for the perfect jungler that will fit in the team. But yeah, it might be. Let's see what they might go with. Like, I mean, they have the time. They need like 10 seconds. But yeah, they have to go with something that have the mastery. To be honest, at this point, because most of the meta junglers has been banned. But yeah, will it be a Link?
I definitely don't kind of. Okay, can I just be honest with you? The Ling is a questionable with the show, especially. You don't want to be the Ling that gets kicked in with a Way of the Dragon, get it like completely getting shut down. And there we go. Nisith actually goes for the Ling, and he swaps with Scars for the Hisoka. I mean, Sicilian. I
I mean,
keep
yeah,
calling him that. I keep calling him Hisoka, dude. Hunter x
yeah.
Hunter is way more bigger than Hunter x Hunter was one of my first animes, and it was way bigger than, let's just say, MOBA Legends. So the memory and the nostalgia, it hits me. Hunter x Hunter collaboration, I did not expect it. I was expecting the Naruto collab, but then MOBA Legends just threw me a shotgun and just was like, I don't even know what is happening anymore. Hunter x Hunter, where did that come from?
I mean, yeah, but I hopefully once the Dragon Ball collab also comes. I mean, I have heard of the Naruto collab that it is coming, but yeah, but with that, we are back into the land of Dawn, and this is the Crown Championship tournament of upper bracket Wildcard war.
Close
So
looking at
yeah, between the Evil Esports versus the max level newbies. So yeah, let's see which team will be getting the win for themselves.
Summer, Venom, and Cerberus Ace go for the help in the blue buff, and I think Sicilian is actually going to play it a little safe, not allowing Carmilla to actually get the passive, which is, of course, allowing her to get more EXP while hitting enemies. And I think Sicilian is doing just that. Holy crap, good control. I think he's not doing a very good job, but then again, Venom and Cerberus Ace in the mid lane is pressurizing. Since I keep thinking of Hisoka instead of Sicilian. Why do I do this?
I guess you like the skin a lot. Hopefully you
No,
get it. You get lucky and you get it.
maybe I hope so, but then again, I call Harriet Killua. I do that. I don't know why. But that aside, the game is going on pretty slowly. Everything is going well planned, especially for the side of Team Evil Esports. Sicilian is kind of little. Okay, look at that. There's a team fight going on.
Ooh, look at that. The Petrify has been popped, but this is not really looking good for Camila. And boom, the Chow comes up with the Chung Fu, and boom, they got the first blood for themselves. Evil Esports marching forwards for the win. I mean, that's a small trade, but yeah, that will matter eventually.
Oh, but look at that in the top lane, though.
Ooh, the
there's
Khalil
no-
is doing his part though. I mean, kind of invading. I mean, kind of cutting the lanes. So far, they are doing their part and like standard rotation, to be honest. But boom, look at that. Oh, Tempest of Blade has been popped in the middle there. They got some knockup, but not enough because Ling was pretty low and Valetla makes sure that he goes down. Khalid is trying to return some HP, but Super Wet will be taken out by the Hisoka. And look at this. The Suyu will get one kill either. And with that, they are starting the turtle already.
Dude, Nisset going down right there was a big bad trade for the side of Team Max level newbies. However, they just took the opportunity to I mean like Team Evil Esports took the opportunity to take the turtle while Nisset was down. Max level newbies looking at a little bit of deficit because, well, there is a 2.3k gold gap to the side of Team Evil Esports, and I think Khalid is not going to stop anytime soon. As Valentina and Sicilian have their little skirmish in the mid lane, we see the bot lane though, Cho and Carmilla having their own little fights, quarrels. I think Sicilian might be mad at Cho soon.
Yeah. I mean, see that the Ling have to be focused on that, but since he died once already. But look at the farm of the Granger; he is getting pretty stacked up with the last hits he's been doing, and also the wins, the turtles that his team, the objectives the team has been securing. But look at that! Ooh, Retribution came in perfect time, and boom, the Link's buff has been gone just like that.
Oh no, Ling without a buff is like birds without wings, dude. That's just so sad to watch. Nisset in a big bad problem. Mid lane getting pushed. I think he's gonna engage though.
Oh, nah, he will not waste his Tempest of Blade just on the minion wave, it seems. And yeah, it was the Hisoka was there. He was getting some stacks himself. But hopefully, the Hisoka, that is the Sicilian as well as the Marksman, it get pretty late and they get the stacks unless Evil Esports do a very big throw that they will team the newbie maxers. They will not get down for and taking advantage of it, and I hope that doesn't happen for Evil Esports since they are pretty well-known squad, to be honest. And so far, even as a solo laner, that is the Granger, he is handling his lane pretty well.
To be honest, with the Hunter Strike, he bought himself early on. He actually has an advantage against Irithel, and Irithel really has only the Has Claws. She can't really do much. She has Sustain, but she does not have damage. However, the second turtle is spawning. And did you notice how Sicilian was playing really safe under the tower? I love to see it. That's good map sense. When everyone is missing, you know that they're in your lane. They're about to gank you. You have to be safe. But in the bot lane,
Crisis is not looking in great shape. Tempest of Blade has been popped, but look at that! He made an outplay. He made the Carmilla go down in the fight and also survived in the fight with a bare minimum of HP. And that's huge, to be honest. And with that, the second turtle has been taken by Evil Esports.
a pause has been asked for the side of both teams. I think this is gonna get exciting because both Suyu, Valentina, no, all three, Suyu, Valentina, and Khalid are or might be looking in for a steal on the blue buff of the Ling again.
I mean, yeah, that will pretty much brutal. And at this point, they already know they have a lot of lead, which does potentially give them the items and the spikes they have, and they know the damage capabilities their team has. So they are not afraid at this moment for any kind of invade. And also the Carmilla, since she has been taken down, it's also an outnumbered position for team Evil as well as for team newbie maxer. So
Well,
yeah, they have to be careful and have to hit the second skill really properly for the Ling, to be honest.
100%. I don't think Suyu has the retribution. I don't think he'll engage. I'm contradicting myself. However, I don't think he'll actually engage on the Ling right now. As the match is going to resume soon, we will find out though.
Yup, and so far the buff is still up though, but yeah, they it seems like the Suyu have used the retribution, so yeah, he is not going towards it. So that's a quite of a good decision because it will be a waste of time since the Link does have the retribution in his hands. And so far, hopefully the XP fights the Yuzhong does some OP plays along with the Curse of Blood that will change the tide of the battle for the newbie maxers.
Oh, but look at that. There might be an engage soon. Suyu jumping in.
Ooh, the Curse of Blood has been popped. The connection is there. There comes the reverse. Oh, look at the connection again. Suyu is there to take out the Irithel this time. But it will be the Carmel as well as the Suyu, the Sicilian getting out of the situation. But no, the Irithel has been taken down.
Dude, with the amount of damage. Oh, look at that. Cerberus Ace might be in a little bit of a trouble. He will be taken out by Ling, but that will only lead to his demise going down on the hands of Khalid and Suyu, who were right there to save the day. Or at least. Oh no. It doesn't look good for the side of Team Max level newbies, does it? It's a 6-2 gap, and Granger already has his Sky Piercer. He's looking in for more kills. And in the bot lane, Valentina. Oof. The complete counter, and especially with the flicker. But then again,
Ooh, great Wave of Dragon, and the follow-up is there. The Crisis is there to get the kill for himself, and with that, he has 10 stacks on his Sky Piercer, so it might get brutal for the newbie maxers.
I will be honest with you. Suyu and Granger, tough duo to actually manage. In the top lane, I think they're gonna push. They don't have any problems whatsoever. Nobody's there to defend Yuzhong, except Yuzhong, of course.
Yeah, and they have switched the lanes to get the tier 1 turret off the top lane, which is a really good choice because they knows that the Granger has the spike, has the damage his team needs, and he can solo lane the Yuzhong anytime. And look at that! The Link has been taken by the Chao. I missed the part, but yeah, he has been taken down.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be honest with you. That was such an off-map kill. However, Suyu might have actually just made Ling suffer even more. Granger looking in with the Death Sonata. Here comes the Khalid.
Great Erratic Sandstorm coming from him along with the Wave Dragon will make sure. Oh my god, that Scars goes down.
Oh my god, and they're going in for another kill.
No way, Yuzhong have to play a little bit safe, and with that, not much follow-up. Oh, the Death Sonata was a bit on point. Another shot with the Death Sonata, and he would have gone down, but yeah, he did manage to escape the situation. And with this, Team Evil Esports with 3 turtle lead, and look at the farm gap. It's already almost a 7k lead.
Oh my god, and all of the tier 1 towers have been taken out on all 3 lanes. However, Evil Esports have not lost a single one, but look at that.
Wait, Chao coming in with a great Wave Dragon again. Oh, look at that. The rating system was really on point, and Granger showing his dominance. The farm lead he has with a double kill. And look at the Khalid just getting his HP back in like nothing can even scratch him.
Nothing can scratch the guy who's eating sand out of nowhere. He's just summoning sand and eating it just to heal up. Dude, I kid you not. This is just glorious.
I mean, yeah, he is the Garo of MLBB. I mean, I wish he will get the Garo skin, but yeah, we will see about that.
He won't, my friend. He won't. It'll be Veil with the Garo skin and Ling's blue buff getting taken again. Ling forced to push the bot lane. However, there might be a team fight going on anytime soon.
I mean, yeah, it is. Oh, look at that. Oh, pretty deep, but no. They are jumping right in there, and Ling with the split push. I mean, that's quite of a really nice play, to be honest. But yeah, he have to be careful. He shouldn't get caught, and he's trying to squeeze out some farm for himself, though.
Oh my god, Granger with a 403. It's gonna be hard, and Ling trying his best to escape. Will he? Is the question.
I mean, both of the assassins have like crazy mobilities. The Suyu, I mean, yeah, he knows his boundaries, and he will be. Oh, look at the shots of the Rhapsody. Was almost about to burst out the Link, but he will be escaping from the situation with the bare HP.
Dude, Granger has 30 stacks on the Sky Piercer. That's deadly. It can take down anybody who has less than 5% HP without any worries.
Yeah, definitely.
That's including the damage that he deals, which is immense again. And then they get the first Lord that spawns in. It's a normal Lord. It's not going to be Luminous. It's only 9 minutes into the game. They go for the Lord and they take it down. This is going to put a lot of pressure on the tier 3s, which is going to be crucial for the side of Team Evil Esports. 11-2. Completely dominating match onto the side of Team Evil Esports. Team Max Level Newbies playing it out safe, and it's a farm gap of almost 11,000 for the side of Team Evil Esports. They are truly evil. They're destroying Team Max Level Newbies.
Oh, the conceal play has been popped, but Chow, are we gonna see? Oh, crazy knock-up along with the Impure Rage, perfectly done. Raging Sandstorm will make sure he gets the double kill along with the damage of the Suyu. Perfect combination coming off from Evil Esports, but look at that. The Great Dragon will make sure Shuyu gets punished at least, but it is the Ling last man standing for Team Newbie Maxers, and they will be taken down. This is not really looking good, and with this, Evil Esports will get the win.
Dude, with the copied ultimate from like the Carmella's copied ultimate on the hands of Valentina is too dangerous, dude. I kid you not. It was completely used for them. It was not used by the side of Team Max Level Newbies. Max Level Newbies could not utilize Carmella's ultimate enough. However, Valentina was just like, I'll do you one better every single time and completely overturned any situation. Imagine Khalid just jumping in, chose Flicker, Jeet Kune Do just jumping in, destroying people. And the side of Team Evil Esports, all of them have above 75, no, 69% Venom, of course. That's, no. Summer has the least team fight participation, but he was mostly taking out turtles and making sure objectives were taken down. Crisis doing the work, pushing the towers, 61% tower damage.
I mean, yeah, 33% damage. I mean, like I said, the Valentina is the kryptonite for the Carmilla, and that's what happened. They have been connecting their skills properly, and also the Chitkundo of the Chow was really on point, along with the follow up of Super Wet. And with that, Team Evil Esports will get the victory for themselves. And yep, and this is not a really end for I would say max level newbies, so they can try again. And with this, we will take a short break. And yeah, it's me, J for Justin, and Crucifix will be signing out.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Crown Championships. It's day 2 and it's the wild card war. It's an elimination round between Team Moth on the blue side and Team Signify on the red side. Will Signify themselves as something special, or will Moth be the ones giving them mercy after they actually suffer? It's all a mystery, but right now on the caster desk it's me, Crucifix, and with me it's J4 again.
Yo, Crucifix, thanks for the welcome. And did you guys notice? I mean, I'm seeing Jobom everywhere. I mean, like I'm seeing him like in like it's multiple squads. I mean, but in this tournament, yeah, he might be in the MAF. But yeah, let's go. And we're gonna see the Sicilian getting banned. It seems from the MAF. And yeah, he is potential. He has the potential. The late game spike he has. He could be annoying, and he is pretty strong in the mid lane, to be honest, along with the Juxin. And we're gonna see the Joy ban again from Signify. Like last time we did saw the Joy getting banned again, but yeah, people are banning out the Joy, it seems, because of the mobility she has along with the burst potential she has. And Badang getting banned. What you want to say on that, Crucifix?
But Don getting banned is pretty obvious. The stun on his ultimate is insane. It's a 1 second stun now, and it's impossible to actually it's impossible to ignore him and keep going on your day when this guy is just charging at you with maybe a tank build or full damage build. This guy will just knock you out of your head in a second. However, I'm actually liking what I'm seeing. I see the Sicilian getting banned, pretty standard ban, but then again, late game surety. That means Team Maf are actually looking in for maybe a CC or a control mage on their side. However, Zushin getting banned onto the side of Team Signify. They're signifying something there, J4.
I mean, yeah, they are. They might be want to go with a tanky front laner Aroma. That's why they are banning out this Juxian, because yeah, she has the utility to throw them off and keep the back laners in a very bad position. And yeah, definitely. Oh, look at that! The sandbag is getting banned with that Sade, and like I said, the a tanky Aroma they might be planning. But yeah, Hylos is pretty strong, to be honest, with the slow effect he has, along with the tankiness he gives, and also a flexible pick in the XP lane or in the roam position. You guys all know. And look at that. The Fanny is getting banned. So yeah, they have a lot of option open. The Granger is there, the Harrod is there, a lot of strong heroes are there. So let's see what will the Marv
I
will be securing, and it will be none other than the Matilda.
I was about to say that. I knew the Matilda would get picked. I actually connoisseur Matilda. Matilda is such a good hero, getting picked onto the side of Team Moth. Matilda is going to be a pain to deal with, especially with the guiding winds, guiding her team to victory. And with that Hylos getting banned, I kind of see why they went for the Hylos ban. They wanted that Matilda in their team, regardless of whatever they're giving the enemies. Granger, Harriet are open. Team Signify have the option to take both of them, but will they take both of them is the question. They won't, because Granger in the jungle and Harriet as the gold laner is a questionable pick. However, it might work. It could. I'm not going to lie. I could see it working. It's not going to be possible, though, because Lucas is being hovered over as the first pick onto the side of Team Signify. And along with that, Valentina, Team Moth have to really think this through, because they can't give any ultimates that have good potential to the side of Team Signify.
Yo, they just missed these two strong picks. That is the Suyu as well as the Granger. But yeah, Lucas is pretty strong at his own though with his Sacred Beast mode, and he is pretty tanky. But if I say about the Valentina, I mean I'm seeing people. Despite of the fact people have ulti best hero or not, Valentina is being picked, and they are making it work because yeah, she has the mobility as a mage and also the damage they need in the team. So yes, she is kind of being used, and look at that. With that, Irithel has been picked as a response to the Granger. I hope fully that works out for Suta. So yeah, let's see if it works out. And with that, the bans have been already started. So let's see what XP laners or mages will be getting banned from the side of Signify.
Hey, I'm thinking of CC Mage, a strong CC Mage getting banned this time around, but it's not going to probably be a possibility because, to be honest, the mages onto the side of Team Signify have been picked, but Team Moth have not picked the mages, so they will go for the mid lane priority. Lucas might be in the jungle, which is questionable. However, it still could work. Even without the vengeance, he's still heavily tanky. He's like an absolute beast, especially with the ultimate launching a missile. I kid you not, I don't want to deal with that guy. However, Strong CC mage indeed, getting banned in the form of Aurora onto the side of Signify, the first ban of the second banning phase.
It should be a strong, I would say, a Roma, more specifically a Carmilla maybe, or a Gatot. Yeah, they have the options, a lot of Roma option, and also the Chow is there. Let's not forget that. So a lot of rumors has been open along with the EXP if the Lucas is not going for it. But ooh, a Tigreal is getting banned, so yeah, no more implosion coming in from Signify to signify the fight. So yeah, what do you think? Like, what will be the last ban of Signify's will be?
To be honest, I'm expecting an EXP laner, maybe Phobius, something along the lines of something tanky, because that is what Team Moth are lacking right now. They don't have anything tanky as of right now. However, I'm actually expecting another CC mage, possible, and an EXP laner could also be a possibility, though. Karma,
Hmm.
looking into the ban, he might be in a little bit of a tight spot because his team is telling him what to do, what to ban, and what not to ban.
Yeah, that's the communication you need. You know, that's what like the teams make strong. And look at that, the Louis is getting banned, so no more diversion plays will come from ASAP. That is Marv. But yeah, he is she is pretty strong with the Yin Yang combo as well. So let's see what will be the last ban. That is the Roamer or the EXP get ban coming in from us
Jungle.
Asuna.
Jungle will be prioritized because, well, they are already banned two, or maybe three if you consider Badang as a tanky hero. I think they will go for a jungler ban. I'm thinking of a Hayabusa along the lines of that, but nope, it's going to be Martis getting banned. It's probably best used in the jungle position. However, Martis can still potentially be a dangerous threat in the EXP lane too. Getting banned off, last ban has been done. We are now in the second picking phase, and I see the possibility of a roamer getting picked onto the side of Team Signify. Something along the lines of maybe a Carmilla, like you mentioned, or maybe something even worse, something even more deadly.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Lucas is pretty flexible to be honest. I've seen people using him as a Romo, as BXP laner, as well as the jungler. So yeah, that really makes the team Marv really confused, and they are banning some weird heroes. I mean, Marty's ban. I'm not sure about that. I mean, he's that strong unless he is in the hands of a really good user. But yeah, it will be the Kufra that will be picked from Signify. Let's see how the Marv will respond to that Tyrant's Rage or the Tyrant's Revenge.
As the Vexana is left open and the Gatot too, I think both of them are actually going to pick the Vexana and the Gatot. Good stuff. However, Xavier could be a good option too because she will be able to like use his utility to slow down the Irithel, make sure that he will be in trouble. Irithel has changed her spell from Flicker to no from okay. No, from Sprint back to Flicker, just so that she can actually escape from the Barca. Wait, wasn't it a
Hmm.
Vexana just a second ago?
Yeah, did she showed, but yeah, I think the flicker has been changed because of the Gatot, because the AOG could have potentially catch her, and the sprint might not be enough to run around from the situation. But yeah, so far pretty good pick. And look at that range of the Farsa could be really handy. But yeah, despite the fact that Kufa does lands the Tyrant's Revenge with the flicker combo really properly, the Farsa will have a really good time. And look at that. They might be locking for Khalid with the Raging Sandstorm Flicker combo to catch the Farsa. What you think about that, Crucifix?
Ayo, 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 Khalid getting picked. Frito was happy in the background. He is enjoying, he's jumping in the skies because Khalid is his main hero. I think the execute on the Khalid is questionable, but well, we who don't know how pro players think. And on my opinion, honestly, I see the Matilda and Gatot working well. However, the Granger might be in a little tough spot in the early game, especially knowing that Erithel is his complete counter and is in the gold lane against him. I kind of, okay, even though the Granger is actually going to be in trouble, I'd say that I'm supporting Team Moth because I like the lineup. I like the Gatot and the Matilda, and I like the Farsa. Able to do a lot of damage from long ranges, and I know how Asuna plays. He kills mages within towers in tier 1 without any sweat. But like that, we are back in the land of dawn as the first rays of light have hit the ground, and Devil and his whole team is searching for an opportunity to win this because this is an elimination round and also a wild card round.
Yep. So far, so pretty decent rotation, neutral objective based. I would say a standard rotation coming in from both of the teams. But yeah, this Valentina have to get those IOGs so in her hand, so to be more impactful in the fight, and because that's a really nice ulti to be copied, and also the Farsa's feathered airstrike could be really handy as well, to be honest. But yeah, let's see which one they goes with so far, and let's see in the fight in the goal lane. So far, these two MMs. If the Rhapsody has been connected really properly, the Granger might have a really good time, even in a 1v1 situation.
True, but look at that Devil versus Garav. I'm not gonna lie. Devil taking that skill 2 in the early game, it's kind of confusing. However, it kind of led him to actually lose up on the fight in the EXP lane. As we see, I think the mid lane will be in trouble. Kufra is surging in, maybe looking in for some kills, but will get stunned. J4.
Yeah, the stun was not enough, but yeah, he will make him pretty low before any kind of fight, to be honest. And but he will be resetting in time. Talking about the execute, I mean, yeah, I think the flicker would be the best to catch the Forza, and I really expected that the Khalid would be really nice pick in the draft as the Forza was there with the flicker, but he decided to go with the execute, which I'm not really a fan of. But yeah, let's see if it works for them though. But look at that, great stun coming in for him. But he not enough to take him down. But with that, the turtle is coming, and also the Granger is looking in a little bit pinched position though.
No, he won't be because right now he's staying under the tower and making sure that nobody can actually gank him. And I think they know that they have to prioritize the turtle and allowing Jabom to get level 4. Guiding Winds will not be used as Kufra's first skill actually connects. But in the top lane, First Blood goes to the side of Team Moth, who Suyu took down the Khalid, who did not have the flicker. Another team fight going in.
Ooh, the Circling Eagle did hit the Kufra properly. I mean, look at that. The really nice rotation coming in. All of them are hitting the level 4 mark before the first turtle. Pretty nice rotation. But yeah, the Suyu will not be contesting the turtle since he doesn't have the retribution and he have used it into the Khalid. But Khalid going in aggressive again, and the Valentina will be supporting in the Revitalize has been powered, but he will be tanky. But look at the Jabom. He is expecting the situation. Suyu is there. Feather Airstrike has been powered from the Valentina. And look at that. Oh, they are taken down one by one. Gatot will be securing the kill into the Lucas there. And so far, Avatar of Guardian has been popped properly. Devil going in loud, and look at that. Suyu has been taken down by the Khalid. It seems Resistance Storm has been popped again, trying to get Asuna. And Kufra will be the one securing the kill into the Gatot, it seems. But again, he will be taken down.
Oh no, man, that was such a bad team fight for the side of Team Moth. Khalid was there to save the day, but then again, both Kufra and Valentina escaped with dot HP, Retribution on the ready. Look at Suyu looking in for maybe a turtle steal.
Yup, they are both of the Job Bomb as well as Divine are looking for that one play, the second ulti, but no, it was Lucas will securing the turtle for the team. And look at that, Matilda is not looking in a great position, and she will be taken down by the Lucas. Really nice play, to be honest. But yeah, Job Bomb have to be a little bit more careful in terms of that. And look at that, further airstrike has been popped to deal some damage into the Valentina that have overextended to get the ultimate of the Farsa.
Oh my god, he revenged that steal with Mortal Coil from... No, I'm sorry, Mortal Coil Martis is actually banned, but Mortal is in mortal trouble. In the bot lane, though, I think everyone's actually going to go in for the Granger. Kufra on the ready with the first skill charging up. He is ready. Will be... Oh, he'll miss that. Matilda, it was an easy kill maybe, but did not happen.
I mean, yeah, he decided to go for the Matilda, which somehow missed. But look at that, Feather Airstrike has been popped to make the Valentina low, punishing him again and again. But Kufra is pretty low. Feather Airstrike has been popped, but there's no one to be getting damaged off. And yeah, that goes to waste totally. But yeah, the Khalid is kind of an off position, to be honest. But nah, he has the mobility, and yeah, Team Moth have not decided to engage on him.
Of course not, because Mortal and Kufra are there, but even though they have low HP, they will be a dangerous threat for this. You know, they will be in dangerous. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just noticed that Gatot actually bought himself Thunderbelt. Good item choice, but then again, I was kind of focused on that instead of the team fight that was happening. I was just looking at the itemization, and both Granger and Suyu get the Sky Piercer.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the itemization, oh, Khalid is going with a damage build, it seems, to target. But look at the Federation has been properly. There comes a Rising Sandstorm, but he is the one man against the three people and will be taken down. But Forza will be taken down in the bottom lane, it seems, and Lucas will be getting the kill into the Granger so far. 1-for-2 trade for both of the teams.
Yup, and as the turtle spawns in, they have two people missing. Moth will be in a tough spot if they go in for the engage on the turtle. So they decide to push the mid lane without any stress whatsoever. Lucas is not starting the turtle. Good decisions. I think they don't need to take any unnecessary fights. Bot lane tier 1 getting pushed. Tier 1 in the mid getting pushed too. In the top lane, unattended minions are pushing the top tier 1, and I think Khalid notices that and engages. But look at that. Gatot
Kind of in a deep position, but turtle has been secured. Federation hasn't popped, but there's no one literally to be get damaged. But yeah, so far it has been waste, but also they have gone the turtle, so yeah, so far pretty good. But Khalid is in a little bit of a safe position. Also might have communicated that not to fight because he is not rotating at the same time.
But look at
Oh.
that.
Again,
Certainly
Avatar of Guardian has been properly, and the follow-up of the Suyu was really on point, getting a double kill. Really nice play, but the Farsa has been killed by the Khalid, it seems, but he is not in a really good position because the Granger, along with the Sky Piercer, will make sure he will get the double kill again.
Oh my god, the fact that oh shoot. The fact that Lucas and Khalid marked down the the Farsa, that was tough because they could have gotten the kill on the Granger, which will be a more priority kill, but they went for the mage kill instead and allowing Granger to actually survive without any problems whatsoever. His team is there to save the day, and they will take down both of them who actually overextended to kill the mage. They will take revenge for it. Bouncing ball also being used, and let's just take a second to understand the itemization. Flask of Oasis, pretty standard item on the Matilda, and everything. Okay, but there's a team fight going on. Nope,
Oh,
not happening
nope.
this time around.
But
look at
Lucas, he is going a little bit in. He is scaring the people. Look at that. He is trying to go in the Granger again. Like quite of a. Oh, he will be able to secure the kill on him. I mean, quite of a dangerous. I mean, his damage is kind of unpredictable, to be honest.
No, it's kind of predictable. That guy has a lot of damage for absolutely no reason. It's just for the Naruto collab that MOBA Legends made that hero. I think it's a little too busted, but it still has its own counters. But then again, we don't really know the counters. Gatot stunning the Kufra, who was ready to use his first skill, denying him from engaging on his team. Feather's airstrike, hitting Kufra, forcing him to retreat before the turtle spawns maybe. Kufra charging in again though. Questionable. Very questionable. But then again, the gold gap is 2,000 to the side of Team Moth, and as the second turtle is probably going to go to the side of Team Moth, it could be stolen. It could definitely be stolen.
Ooh, really nice retribution coming in from the Suyu, as well as the Granger will make sure the Kufra goes down, along with Mortal has been killed by the Granger again, and Lucas will have to save his life, and really not really looking a really ideal trade for Signify because they have lost the turtle along with two people in the fight.
They did, but they did gain the tower in the top lane. Tier 1 going down, but in the bot lane, Granger has free reign to actually push bot tier 2. And look at that. Khalid giving vision onto everyone who's appearing on the side of team. Oh, Signify is in trouble. Suta.
Really nice AOG, and look at that, the Farsa will make sure he goes down, but Khalid quite of a deep in position, and Lucas is coming for a trade, and he will make sure that the Farsa goes down, but Lucas, he will be taken down by the Suyu, and Kufra is not in a bit of a off position, and also damage of the Granger is not ignorable, but Farsa, it is the Valentina, and she will be retreating for the situation, and that's better for her, to be honest.
Ayo. Both Suyu and Granger are actually... Oh, but look at that. Valentina in trouble.
Ooh, she has to retreat in the situation, but yeah, but she will be taken down in the fight. Not the best fight, to be honest, for Signify.
Signify is in a little bit of a pickle right now. Both tier 2s in the mid and top are being pressured. Top tier 2 gets taken down, but Lucas is there to save tier 2 in the mid lane. Will he be able to is the question.
They are trying to get some objectives for themselves, and it is the only inhibitors that has been standing for Team Signify. So yeah, if let's see if Team Marv will be able to pop out those passives so that they can get an easy way of the Lord, and they could have an easy time because the Lord has been spawning in 8 seconds.
5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, two, one, and here's the Lord. They might not be going for the Lord dance anytime soon, but look at Kufra trying to look in for the Granger kill. He lunges at the
Oh,
Granger, but misses his first skill.
I mean, yeah. With that, so you have started the Lord already, and Lucas is not really in a position to contest it. It seems because the damage of the Kufra is pretty there, and Granger is there to burst it out even faster. And with that, turtle has been secured, but Kufra is a little bit in, and there comes the Tyrant's revenge, but he will be taken down instead. And there's not much of a follow up. But yeah, Team Signify have to retreat from the situation for the Rastak has been popped, but look at that. The Granger is going for the kill into the mortal. He is in a bare minimum of HP and have to retreat from the situation.
Oh my god, they lost their tank to the Team Moth. Dude, that was such an unnecessary jump into enemy backlines. Everyone was there. Team Signify wasn't there. They're not making any significant trades whatsoever. Right now, the Holy Shield onto the top lane also taken down. Only Holy Shield left in the mid lane. And it's going to be tough for the side of Team Signify to defend this. But Kufra is back and he is ready to take some revenge. Tyrant's Rage ready and in a position.
I mean, yeah, the Jabom, but despite of the fact they have the lead, Jabom have to be careful. But look at that, the jump has been missed a little, but LRG will be missed again. It's like of three of the ultimates that has been popped out. Oh, well, look at the damage of the Suyu will make sure he goes down along with the Granger getting a kill. Look at the Raging Sandstorm has been placed in a really proper position, but he will be taken out again. And with that, it's the Aretha last man standing, but Granger will take her inside the base, and with this, Team Marv will secure the victory for themselves.
Oh my god, they're so humble. They're like, Maaf kar do bhai. We won. We won! And they're victorious in the first match. This is going to be exciting because we are going to see Team Moth in the lower bracket after this. And not going to lie, after that performance, I am totally in it to win it, if you know what I mean.
And yeah, with this, we're gonna see Team Marv in the lower bracket, and they have performed really pretty well, to be honest. Also, the positioning of the Granger was really good. And with these guys, the Team Marv will be moving towards to the lower bracket, and we will take a
100%.
short break. And yeah,
100%. We will be taking a short break. Wait and see for more exciting matches. It's going to be a best of three, guys. And me and Justin are as excited as you guys. Are you excited? Because if you are, get a glass of water, stay hydrated, and stay tuned for the next match. Countdown. Welcome back to the Crown Championships. It's day two, and it's the upper brackets happening right now. It's gonna be Step Bros on the blue side with Impurity on the red side. Hey, if you ask me, Step Bros and Impurity go hand in hand. And on the caster desk with me, of course, Crucifix. With me is none other than Asuya.
Well, hello, Crucifix, and hello, everyone. Yes, I'm pretty glad to be here tonight because, of course, these are the two of the teams which, are pretty famous, have made a name for themselves. Your Step Bros versus Impurity. So I'm really excited to see how this match goes on. And with that, let's just move on to the ban phase. And of course, Fanny being one of the permanent bans in all the tournaments right now, Crucifix.
Hey yo, Fanny has a reason to be banned. That hero has been dominating throughout every season for some reason, if you know how to play her. But then again, a new hero that's been popped out of the non-meta bracket. It's Hilda. After that recent buff, everyone started realizing that she's potentially one of the most dangerous heroes to go up against. And Hilda actually got some spotlight for a while. I wish, okay, Argus gets that spotlight after that revamp of his.
Well, I'm sure one day all of the non-meta heroes, maybe someday, let's just have that hope. And with that, like of course she is the queen of the early game, especially if you have an assassin onto your jungle, then she can be the one to disrupt the farming process, delay the farming. So yeah, a really sensible ban right there. And with that, so many assassin bans coming from the side of Team Step Pros. But that do you think will we see, like right now, the goal lane is kind of being dominated by three picks, being the Harriet, a Granger, and also the Irithel. So will we see some of it getting banned along with our Lucas?
Hey yo, Lucas is actually pretty dangerous. That guy has damage for days. His first skill in its own, just at level 1 with Concussive Blast, does so much damage. I kid you not, that guy's permaban material. But then again, like you mentioned, Irithel, Harriet, and Granger. Irithel might be a questionable pick if at all you have another option. And if Granger is not on the enemy team, it's a questionable pick why I think that is because, well, Irithel only provides value against a Granger. She's hard to use, but then again, like you mentioned, Harriet getting banned onto the side of Team Step Bros. That's the last ban for them, and it's going to be the last ban for Impurity right now. Asuya, do you have any predictions?
Oh, I might be Lucas, might be Suyo. There's so many options for them.
True.
Um, yep. What do you think? Might
My
even be a
prediction
Granger.
is it going to be a Granger? I think not. I think it's a strong CC mage. Granger can be countered completely. If at all, you have a good team. If you have a burst composition, Granger is pretty much useless. However, Granger is definitely a threat. And I think Team Impurity knows that allowing enemy team wait. Yeah, Team Step Bros to actually take the Granger. It's okay. I think a strong CC mage would be prioritized. But instead, it's going to be the Matilda. Matilda Airline's not going to fly anytime soon because she is shut down.
So many utility heroes banned from the side of Team Impurity, Matilda as well as our Hilda. The name is also kind of, rhyming out. And of course, we did not want this utility pick right onto into the enemy, of course, because even though she's kind of squishy in the early, like as soon as she gets that flask of oasis, the heals, the shields, the disengages, and the amount of team comps she can provide, like go for the hitbox, go for dive in, go for pickups. She will always be there, useful in every situation of the game.
Oh my god, here we go. It's get with the Granger. I'm sorry if I massacred that name, but oh my god, I just wanted to take the opportunity. Granger getting picked onto the side of Team Step Bros, but to counter that, it's going to be Joy and her electrifying beats along with the Cho onto the side of Team Impurity Esports.
Well, already our Joe being picked up, and of course, Joy is, kind of a nightmare because when the enemy has a Joy, you need to take up something specifically to hold her down. Maybe a Franco, maybe a Joe, but Joe is already taken away. It might even be a Belric or even a Kaja from the side of Team Step Bros, but of course, we do not see Kaja being picked up quite often. So, yeah, she with her burst potential will be kind of a nightmare, especially because the Granger has a range advantage and she can catch up to him pretty easily.
True, true. And who else to actually trust to hold people down? I mean, hold Joy down. Okay, I shouldn't make this joke, but hold Joy down better than Step Bros as they go for the Tigreal and the Phobius on their side. I probably will get canceled for that joke. Oh no, no.
And it, it's okay, he won't. Never mind that. And with that, focus on a revitalize pretty new because usually see people playing focus on a vengeance and Elu going in for a Tigreal pick right in the early. Do you think prioritizing a Tigreal is a good choice here?
I'd say yes because the implosion could actually definitely make Joy think twice before engaging in any team fight. But then again, the Phobius with the revitalize, that's kind of concerning. I've seen the vengeance, okay? And the moment team Impurity go for the glowing wand like that, Sicilian with the glowing wand holding it up, he will get picked on the side of team Impurity and a Lu Yi ban. Damn.
I think one of the best mages to counter out the Sicilian can be the Louis because not only she provides a lot of macro with the diversions, she also have a lot of burst potential because of the passive. The Yin Yang can just kind of be abused and also provides a lot of CC. So yeah, great mage if she's used up well. But at the same time, right now, Team Impurity going in with a Sicilian, one of my favorite picks, Crucifix, especially because even though he got nerfed and the bad impact's damage isn't enough as much as before, what's the main utility of this hero are those Sanguine Claws. One good Sanguine Claws can literally change the game.
True, true. But like you mentioned, the moment that you actually said CC on the Lu Yi, I realized, okay, there is a Sicilian. And on that note, the same moment CC got banned. That's like mind boggling stuff right there. You actually just predicted something without even realizing it. But then again, to you and Irithel getting banned off, not going to be seeing the Land of Dawn today.
Well, but why do I see two mages on the hands of Team Impurity unless they're just planning to send a Sicilian to the goal lane? No, it will be Pakimard with the carry. Okay, carry is a good MM, but then what do you think in this scenario? Because we are seeing the classic Angela on top of our Alice.
Hey yo, Step Bro is actually kind of cooking right now because Angela on top of Alice. Oh, wait, no, I should stop this. I should definitely stop this. But then again, Barrett's. I'm gonna completely ignore that. Let's all just ignore the fact that I said that and just keep moving forward to the Barrett's pick. Is that actually viable? Is the question.
Maybe, they just wanted to kidnap someone away from the Land of Dawn and, like, taking away the Alice if there is Angela on her. That kind of feels weird while I say it, but never mind. And can make sense, can work out, especially because it will be Joe on the a grown position, and if the wave dragon connects on pretty well, and even if he's able to cancel those implosions which can come from the side of the Tigreal, I think Abyss can make use of that EXP pretty well.
True, and then again, if you think about it, Barrett's could actually take in the Tigreal without any problems whatsoever. He is CC immune, okay? So it could stop a potential implosion setup. However, we will not be able to see that yet as we enter the Land of Dawn. Only then we will be seeing it. And to be honest, Asuya, do you have any predictions? Do you have any teams that you're supporting after seeing the picks right now?
Angela kind of pretty hard to counter off against, especially towards the late game because when she makes up the fleeting time along with the flask, she has so much CD. It's like after every few seconds you'll be seeing that hard card coming up on top of Alice, and I think Carrie will be having a really hard time because she has a short range. At the same time, now it makes sense that why our Phobius has gone in with the revitalize instead of the vengeance.
Dude, you are absolutely right. They might be cooking in the Land of Dawn as this match has begun, and Cho has set up himself to make sure he will be able to give vision and maybe a potential kill in the mid lane. However, Barrett's is a little too late, but he will be there in time before the minions actually start arguing with each other. But then again, in the mid lane, I see Cho's Hisoka. Why do I keep calling him Hisoka? Sicilian, trying to actually look in. No, there's no skirmish whatsoever.
Yep, but like all of them just playing it safe at this point. At the same time, Alice is a jungler which will be scaling off towards the mid and the late. Really needs a support. And I think Angela is the best support you can actually give out to an Alice. But at the same time, Team Impurity needs to play it safe because the aggro is definitely in the hands of Team Step Bros right now.
Step Bros actually might have the advantage. However, if Team Impurity sets up a good set, they will be able to take down a few people. But in the top lane, though, I'm gonna be honest. If we're not noticing the top lane. There's nothing happening there. They're playing it so safe. This is exactly how it's supposed to be played. And Bakimar is forced to actually go in for maybe the steal on the gold crab.
Intro, and he's already level 3, performing well, better than the Granger right now, just trying to steal it away. And the rotation is also, not much rotation is also happening. The mid lane remains at the mid, only the junglers are the one looking for a potential engage.
But then in the mid lane, we see that Cho is in a little tight spot, but Angela does not have the damage to actually take down the Cho. But Joy also is in tough situations as the Sacred Hammer comes in, but she will take the Cyclone Eye, will be able to escape, but not for long. Okay, the Angela's heartstrings will not be able to lock her down enough, and Joy will be able to see another day in the Land of Dawn as the first turtle spawns. Joy going for the blue buff and making sure for his team, Barrett is giving some vision. Abyss TZ looking in for all the potential drama that's about to happen.
He's just stacking up, really wants to, chomp up the big pieces and just grow big right now at this point. But as the turtle dance already starting, they're looking for the control onto the river area.
Look at the way of the dragon connecting on the Tigreal, taking him out before anything happens. Alice getting kidnapped, but the Angela's hard guard is there to save the day. However, Phobius is about to take the Joy, but will not be there in time. Jeet Kundo landing onto that Alice, but not... Oh, not the Alice again, engaging. No, he won't be engaging. He will prioritize the turtle, as one should as the jungler. And Alice is getting all the healing from her ultimate and Angela. Dude, Alice is unstoppable. But then again, here comes Joy with the retribution steal with no effort whatsoever. Look at the emote. He is actually just enjoying this, and he will use his second steal. Yeah, the implosion flicker combination will set up a good kill for the Alice to take down the Joy. And look at that. Everyone is missing in out of the fun. Jeet Kundo is not going to do anything. Cho was late to the party. Sicilian was still in mid lane. And I don't think this is going good for the side of Team Impurity.
I mean, true, and at the same time, what a beautiful little steal coming right there from the hands of the Joy. And if you do see right now, the team fights, the main pivotal points in the early game is definitely the forwards, because if you do see, he was able to provide a lot of time, a lot of space for the teams, because the damage is enough. On top of that, he has the Revitalize, and Angela, when she heals up, passive with the Revitalize just doubles up that healing. So definitely Impurity actually having a good time. Not having a good time, I'm sorry, because Phobos right now can provide what they really need in the early.
True, and Cho can't really match up against Tigreal in terms of setting up, but he will be able to. But in the top lane, we see the ultimate from the Barretts actually used up, and the hard guard also forced out. But Cho is going to kick though Phobius into the tower tier 2, and also taking in the Angela. But in the top lane, we see Carrie in a tight spot. Ultimate from the Granger, and also the Tigreal Sacred Hammer not doing enough damage. But then again, tower has not locked onto anybody. The minions are the tower's target, and that will be the end of Carrie. In the top lane, we see a lot of pressure being applied, and that might be a tier 1 taken down in the top.
At the same time, of course, marking down the marksman is the best thing you can actually do, because Gary will be scaling quite a lot towards the late, but at the same time, I do see Joe in a very tight situation.
Oh, but then again, look at the way of the dragon connecting onto that Alice, but no hard guard on the Angela. Angela will not be able to save her friend. However, Granger will take the avenge that Alice by taking down the Cho, who locked her down. Granger's Death Sonata and Rhapsody doing a ton of damage to absolutely Natalia's all over the map. But then again, Turtle Dance has begun. Here comes the Joy, almost about to die. Just take it over for 1 second, please.
Okay, and with that, Joy actually able to escape, and with that, at the same time, we do see the skirmish between the two of the marksmen right there. Bakimar just trying to take that last hit onto the Granger. Granger really low, but does have the dash to just dash it away. And at this point, the turtle also being reset by all the teams. And I think that Abyss did a great job right there, zoning them away. Phobos at the same time, his passive being procced up by so many dashes, which Team Impurity has right now. And once again, they are going in strong. And Elo trying to connect, and the hard guard coming in onto Alice. They're still trying to go in for the engaged Sporda in a really low HP, and the Wave the Dragon connecting onto the wrong position right there. But at the same time, the hard guard along with the Alice trying to shot some damage, and the implosion comes in. The stun connecting, and Nail will be taken down. And with that, it will be an easy turtle in the hands of Team Step Bros right now.
Exactly. Oh, thank you so much for that few seconds of letting me do something that I had to do. And then again, Phobius zoning out that Barrett. He's not able to take it. Well, if you notice, Alice does not have anything to set up for a Turtle Steal or Turtle. He can't do damage. But then again, look at the Alice and Phobius chasing down both Barrett and Cho. Both have low HP. But then look at the Barrett using the Flicker combination with the ultimate, taking down the Alice, the Way of the Dragon too. Oh my god, they had to use 3 ultimates to take down the Alice. But then in the top lane, we see Phobius doing a ton of damage to the carry. Carry getting taken down. Hisoka, Sicilian also taking down the Phobius, who overextended. Not good. Detonatas all over the place, but not enough to do enough damage to Sicilian to take him out.
Yep, and if we do see the equipment right now, like Team Impurity has gone in for 2 anti-heals, the Dominance as well as the Sicilian on the anti-heal. But then again, from the side of Team Step Bros, not even a single one of them, not even a single anti-heal. Like, I know you have that Angela, but then there is the Sicilian and there is the carry as well as the Barats. You really need dominance or something to stop them, or are they that confident that anti-heal, let's just make it towards the late game?
Well, I mean, anti-heal could be picked up by the Tigreal. However, in the bot lane, we see tier 1 getting taken down onto the side of team. Okay, tier 1 getting taken down everywhere. I think Carrie will be able to take down the tier 1 in top lane too. Carrie bought herself the golden staff. This is one of her power spikes.
Well, yeah, man, they're setting up pretty well. The macro, which was in the favor of Team Step Bros right now, just trading it off, equalizing it, because both the teams look to be pretty normal to me. But look at it.
Angela and Alice looking in for a kill maybe, but then that anti-heal is enough to slow her healing process down. The ultimate from the Barretts, but then again, Carrie takes down the kill on that Alice and also the Angela. Look at that, the implosion play catching 2 people, but then not enough. He will be forced to retreat, but Cho is not letting him go. He will follow through, and then again, Joy is in tough waters. He's in dangerous waters right now. He will be able to escape with the power of friendship. Jeet Kundel not locking on to the Phobius. Going back, they will go for the turtle, the Lord, as the Lord, first Lord has spawned in the game, as they ignored the 3rd turtle.
I think that was a kind of forced team fight from the side of Team Step Bros right now, because if we do see if it's Step Bros who engages first, especially with the Alice, the Impurity makes sure to take them down, especially because they do have the anti-heal, and along with that, the amount of damage coming from the Joy, zoning everyone away, like, it's kind of commendable. And the Sanguine Claws, if we do see, like I said before, the way they are connecting, you cannot escape.
100%, and Joy looking in for a steal, will steal the Alice's blue buff and emotes on her face. Dude, this Joy is having a blast today as the Joy, she takes away the Joy from Team Step Bro. Lord marching in on the mid lane. Barrett's looking in for maybe a kill. Hisoka, Sicilian doing a ton. The Sanguine Claws connecting. Jeet Kundel and Flicker combination with kick the Way of the Dragon, but then again, Carrie gets the killing spree. Granger gets the shutdown on that Cho, who engaged in the tower. Joy, though, gets the kill on the Granger. Phobius taking down the Carrie. Holy crap, this is not actually going to end well. Phobius is in tough waters. He will be forced to retreat. Here comes the Sanguine Claws and also the Joy, but then again, Revitalize being used up. Phobius will be forced to retreat because he does not have enough damage yet and will be taken out in the process, because Joy and Barretts are not letting him go. The amounts of slows that they had, holy crap. And talking about Holy Crystal getting picked up on the side of Team Impurity, Joy taking it up.
I mean, only 10 minutes and so much farm on the hands of Joy right now. At the same time, this is the problem of having a Phobius onto the team. Like, he is pretty good in the early. He can provide a lot of space, provide a lot of zoning. But then again, he kind of gets separated from the team while using up his ult, while spamming it up. So you really need to be careful that you're not way too far away, and that's what happened when the entire team kind of splits apart. You do not have enough sustain. Angela is pretty squishy. Alice has already been taken down, and the implosions coming from the Tigreal are just getting cancelled. On top of that, the damage from the carry right now. She is a tank buster for, like, that's what you call it, the tank buster, right? She's melting them down. The lack of sustain, and at the same time, the Joy. If you do see, always trying to target the backlaners, the Granger not having the opportunity to actually deal out that damage because Joy is always onto his heels.
Oh man, Granger definitely needs that rose gold meteor. He needs to be able to escape from the joy. However, I don't think he will be buying it anytime soon. He is going for the blade of despair. And to be honest, right now, it's all going to the side of Team Impurity. Step Bros does not stand a chance with how Impurity is setting up for each and every single team fight.
Yep, and just like I mentioned before, the amount of pullbacks, the amount of CCs, like they have the Sanguine Class, they even have the Barats, who is always on point. Abyss doing an amazing job trying to CC them away, not letting them escape. And Step Bros really need to be careful right now. They are together, but they do not know there might be potential.
But then again, in the top lane, we see that Tigreal, Sacred Hammer, and Implosion connecting one to two people. Cho and Carry in tough spot. Cho will use the Shinpo, will use the Flicker to escape from that situation. He is literally kiting that Alice who was trying to get him. But then again, Jeet Kune Do will be able to help him escape in that team fight. But in the top bot side, Lord was completely unattended to. Team Step Bros has lost the second Lord, and Sanguine Claws connecting on, but not enough. Then again, Barrett he's forced to use his Venture Crown, will be taken down. Not a good trade. All five for the side of Team Step Bros still alive, and Impurity still having the Lord will not be able to use it as much as it should be.
I mean, true, and at the same time, it is the first Lord after all, not much damage, and they will be able to safely secure it. I don't think so even a single inhibitor will be taken down, but at the same time we cannot deny that how good the macro is right now in the hands of Team Impurity. Like 3 inhibitors is all that remains. Team Step Bros being boxed up, caged up, just struggling for the existence. Maybe just look for that one opportunity to take down Carry, but she's pretty hard to take down.
Yeah, true, but Joe does not have the Flicker, so he will be in trouble. Look at that, the Sanguine Claws doesn't allow Tigreal to set up, but in the top lane, Phoveus is there to defend. They are pressurized, but Step Bros perform well under pressure. They've used up that Vision rune. What is it called again? I think it's called a Vision rune? I'm sorry, I could be wrong. But then again, they are doing their best to keep up with all the minions that are coming. And Team Impurity are all rotating together, just like how Step Bros actually rotated towards the top lane to take down the carry and the Cho.
I mean, true, and at this point, I think Alice should go in for the Winter Crown because she's getting melted down pretty easily, even though she has the Angela on her. But then again, none of the tanky members, I see Radiant. I think buying an Athena for a Sicilian could work out better because if you do see the amount of damage those bad impacts are dealing right now, it's phenomenal.
Oh, but then again, look at the Alice using the Blood Ode to actually engage, and the Angela on top is just a cake, icing on the cake, and the Cho, no, and the Granger getting the double kill though. Carry though gets the kill on the Tigreal who overextended, and Cho, okay, look at the Joy though, he's going on the Granger, not allowing anybody to actually escape without any problems whatsoever. Bakimer doing a ton of damage, will take down the Angela too for a triple kill. Cho assisting him will be that icing on top of the cake. Holy shoot. And this is how the cookie crumbles, my friends.
An easy victory in the hands of Team Impurity right now because the clock's 10 seconds for them to come back, and I think it might be enough unless, okay, Tigreal is back and Bakimard has just decided to go back. I think one Lord might be able to win it. What do you think, Crucifix?
One inhibitor tower is also worth it, and as they take the blue buff out of the hands of Alice again, Way of the Dragon connecting onto that Tigreal will be forced to use the Sacred Hammer, but for no avail. Cho will be forced to retreat back because he does not have the HP, and as the second Lord, not third Lord actually, but now it's an enhanced Lord, spawns in, it's all about to happen.
Yep, at the same time, I think Angela can, just clear of those lanes because just look at the amount of minions which are heading down their way. The minion pressure is immense in the hands of Team D and Step Bros right now.
Yup, and I don't think Angela can actually handle that. Will she be able to? She's looking in for an ultimate, a safe ultimate, so that nobody can pick her off in that team fight. However, Angela now has the fleeting time, will be looking in for maybe I think the composition with a fleeting time on an Angela is good, but she is alone there to defend. She will lose the inhibitor on the top lane, and Bakimer, taking full advantage of that, will look in to push the top lane. And Lily, of course, Angela, will give the vision on the Cho and the carry.
Another inhibitor down. They will be facing the hard minions, the hefty minions. At the same time, they really need to stay near the Lord. Try to take it away, try to steal it away because one Lord can change the entire game. And this will be an easy Lord in the hands of Team Impurity because look at the macro. They have the advantage. Like only one turret from the top lane. So all that was taken down. At the same time, I really love how Carrie and Joe, they're trying to look for an opportunity. Just bait everyone from the side of Step Bros towards the Lord and might just look for a split push.
They don't actually realize it. Carry could end it in top lane, but that also leads Alice to engage. Barrett's taking a ton of damage. He will be forced to use the ultimate, but
Oh,
that will not be in time because Granger has a lot of damage with the Death Sonata. Look at the carry though. He will engage with the ultimate, the light spin wheels, and the Way of the Dragon connecting onto the Tigreal, forcing the implosion. Not doing enough though. Granger is in a tough spot. He will be forced to retreat, and I think this is going to be an easy lord onto the side of Team Impurity Esports.
this is what they were looking for. One opportunity, two members down from the side of team, a step bros, and definitely cannot contend for that Lord. And with that, now they're bleeding, wrestling for his existence, trying to have the last hope. But at the same time, Alice finally got that winter crown, so she has a bit more survivability.
Yep, but then again, I think Impurity should have gone and ended it because, well, it's a 5-for-3. It could have been an easy end. However, they decided to go for the Lord, which is not a bad option too. But now it's Phobius and Tigreal back onto the desk. A desk, I mean the Land of Dawn. Why am I saying desk? Because they're not on the caster desk. What am I saying?
Well, it doesn't matter because the Lord is marching down along with the lane sync coming from the side of Team Impurity is also pretty good. Final push is here.
Oh my god, maybe not a final push, but then again, Jeet Kune Do, Cho using it up, and he will not use it to connect onto anybody. The Way of the Dragon, though, Flicker combination will take down the Tigreal. That means one of their biggest threats has been taken down. Phobius, it will be taken down, Banga kill for the carry, and also the Light Spin Wheels will take down the Granger who was trying to escape. Carry doing a ton of damage to Alice with the Immortality, will not be taken down that easy, and will force the game to end. The Nexus is down, and that's a GG's for the first round.
Well, what a beautiful gameplay coming from the side of Team Impurity. We were kind of worried that how will Abyss perform? How will he able to kidnap? But if you do see people who are actually afraid of him, especially people who really want to go in, try to deal some damage. So, but they were always concerned about if I go ahead, will I be taken away, kidnapped away? So, yeah, the zoning potential just from his mere presence was there. And at the same time, of course, our Joy doing an amazing job trying to mark down the Granger, trying to mark down the Angela. And of course, if you do see Bakimert, his positioning as well as his priorities, he knew what to do, when to do.
100%, and not gonna lie, Step Bros took a big L in this match, even though they had like a good composition. But then again, if you notice, Alice is not really that good of a jungler, as she has fallen down in terms of damage after getting nerfed a few times. However, she did have the potential, but that was completely overturned when they picked Barrett. Because if at all he actually engaged, he will be kidnapped. Oh no, that just sounds bad. Holy crap! Sorry, I didn't say that. Don't quote me.
Well, it's okay. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we will be going in for a short break, but do stay tuned because it is best of three and there are two more matches.
we're back again. It's day 2 on the Crown Championships, and it's going to be Step Bros versus Impurity. Again, Impurity on the blue side and Step Bros on the red side. It's 1-0. Impurity 1, Step Bros 0. And then again on the caster desk, it's me, Crucifix, and with me, it's Asuya.
Hello everyone, and yes, we are once again back to this game, and this might be the game point on the hands of Team Impurity right now because all they need is one victory. So now I'm really curious to know that will it be a clean sweep or will it be a comeback from the side of Team Step Bros? What do you think, Crucifix?
I think it's going to be maybe a clean sweep, but I'm hoping for a comeback. I want Step Bros to put in their A game this time, and not going to lie, it looks like they're actually in it to win it.
Yep, and we do see the kind of same bands which we saw in the previous game. Just look at that, Hilda Matilda and our Harriet along with the Zushin.
I like what you did there. Hilda, Matilda, Harriet, Zuko. I like the rhymes. I like my nursery rhymes, everything. It sounds so good. I'm a poet. I'm kidding. I'm not. I wish I was. Then again, we see the Badang, who was recently buffed, who has a 1-second stun on the ultimate, getting banned off as the last man from the side of Team Impurity.
He is a pretty good EXP who even works out on the roam. And I was just like, we were just debating about it. That is a support emblem, good on the Badang, because if he can use it, other heroes should also be, like Khalid. But never mind that. Of course, the cooldown, it gives him the opportunity to use that second skill to put that wall in front of the victory.
100%.
I
But
mean,
talking about a wall, though, isn't it kind of counterproductive against a victory? You put a wall in front of your victory. You can't
but
cross
you
it.
put a wall in front of the victory of the enemies.
Oh, okay. Now I like what you're thinking. I like what you're doing. However, Ajit Kundo Cho getting picked again. Sporta getting the Cho again onto the side of Team Impurity Esports.
Oh, and this time, just look at that. Joy will be stolen away from the hands of Impurity because we did see how well she performed. But then again, I think Joe is kind of a direct counter for a Joy. So, what is Step Rose thinking?
It's not something good. That's what I'm saying. Because right now, whatever they're cooking, it's not smelling that good. However, it's not about the smell, it's about the taste. And if they are able to execute that joy with the Vexana, they will be able to win it. Lily going for the Vexana and Hopeless Retry going in for that joy. I like the touches. However, it does not actually counterproductive. It's not going to actually work against them.
Yep, and at the same time, picking up a Vexana is a pure priority. I really do not recommend it because although she is a queen, she has a lot of damage in the early, has a lot of lane clearing and rotation abilities. But then, the Sicilian will, always be open, and he kind of gets the free
Wait.
stack from the Eternal Guard.
Well, no, man. I was actually expecting the Karina. I was already ready to hype that Karina, dude. But then again, instead of that, it's a Hayabusa getting picked onto the side of Team Impurity. But I didn't really get your question. I was actually kind of ready to hype up that Karina. Sorry.
Our Crucifix really loves non-meta picks. Really want the non-meta picks to rise up once again. Maybe we will see that happening one day. But right now we are seeing a Hayabusa, a really mobile assassin, can dive in behind, take down the heroes. So this Vexana will be having a hard time.
Not with her first skill, she won't. And if she pairs it up with the second skill and the third skill, she will be able to take down Hayabusa without any problems whatsoever. However, the Sicilian, the late game security, has been secured by the side of Team Impurity. However, I'm saying however too many times, aren't I?
Yeah, but so what I was saying was that, the Eternal Guard is kind of a free stack for our Sicilian right now. At the same time, his damage to minions is pretty good, so he can chunk down the Eternal Guard's HP pretty easily. So, could have gone in maybe for maybe a Loi, because this time we do not see her getting banned out. But just look at that, Elo going in with a Gadot Kacha this time.
Ranger getting banned though. When you said Louis, I actually wanted to mention that both mages have been big for both sides. Gatot Kacha is a good addition to the side of Team Step Bros because he will be no, I shouldn't be saying this. Never mind, he will be pounding on Team Impurity without any worries whatsoever. And Glue getting banned onto the side of Team Impurity Esports. Nice touch.
Yeah, banned Clue being banned out. So many, like, just look at the amount of EXPs which Impurity is banning out. It's a Badang, then it's a Glue. Even Hilda can go, but of course we know she is a flex pick. But Glue is pretty irritating, especially when you have a Hylos. So do you think maybe Team Impurity goes in for a Hylos?
Might be, but the Phobius is not going to get picked. Last match, Phobius was picked. Step Bros didn't really do good with this Phobius. However, that could have been an issue with the amount of CC and everything that was going on. And to mention, I think Impurity, I know what they're doing. I see the Glue ban and the Tigreal ban, but the Glue ban in particular, I see the Vexana getting picked on the side of Team Sebros, and I think they just wanted to waste a ban. They didn't really think about it. They just wanted to put a ban out there without thinking, and they just put the Glue out there just so that they can assert dominance. Glue is not something that you see picked every single time. However, after the revamp, he might be.
Well, I think he's kind of a really annoying pick. Actually, I've been seeing him quite often in the tournaments, and he works out pretty well in the EXP, can dominate, can zone one person away if you really want to target lock something. But right now, all the bans are set in. Tigreal has also been banned out, so now the question is a Katotkacha the roam, or is the Katotkacha the EXP?
Well, to be fair, Gatot Kacha could be the EXP lane. I don't think he's going to go for the roam, especially with the Revitalize. He's not going to think about going in the roam position. EXP Gatot is way better. But then again, I'm seeing the Sun. Bakimirth going in for the Sun, maybe. I hope not, because, well, Sun in the gold lane would be a questionable pick. And in the EXP lane, I think Abyss TZ is going in for that Benedetta. Nah, not happening. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the disappointment.
Well, I just said, will they be going in for a high loss? And I think Abyss, yes, he has locked it out along with Bakimart going in with the Uritel. I think it's a good pick because if Joy comes to lock down on you, you can just run away.
Oh man, running away from the joy. That's something that only a few heroes can do, and that will be one of them. Irithel getting picked onto the side of Team Impurity Esports as CC gets picked on the EXP lane of Team Step Bros.
And Cece, she's like the queen right now. Earlier it was the Teresla, the king of the EXP. Now it is our Cece, who is the queen of the EXP, can solo most of the EXP laners, just melt them down. But then again, what comes, how well can she perform in those team fights, how well that ultimate connects, because that's what you really need, even though you will be freely winning out, especially against the Hylos.
Hey, I don't like the way that you put CC as the queen of the EXP lane. It's Ruby. It's Ruby. I'm kidding though. Ruby is a good pick, but CC is rising in popularity, especially after the buff with her range. But then again, we are back in the land of Dawn, and both teams are ready to take things into their own hands as Sicilian is marching in with that cool skin, Hisoka. I used to get creeped out by this dude in the screen whenever I used to watch Hunter x Hunter, but then again, I shouldn't call it Hunter Hunter, but then again, now watching him, Sicilian finally getting a good skin, I love to see it.
But at the same time, it's kind of sad that how our Sicilian now simps for Direct instead of our Carmela. So that's the sad part.
Dude. We don't say that. We don't say that here. We're not married. We are not, we're not home records. We don't say that here.
Well, true, but at the same time, I think Sporta did an amazing job with the shows supporting the marksman and in the beginning providing the vision the team really needs. The same thing is happening right now, but at the same time, just like I said before, CDC will absolutely be dominating that EXP lane, not giving the chance to our Hylos to even step out.
Yeah, 100%. That CC is doing too much. Abyss TZ in a little bit of a pickle. And Sporta took a lot of damage. He was forced to use the regen spell. But in the top lane, we see Irithel and Moskov taking a bit of a skirmish. Both of them low HP. But then Joy is there. He might get the kill on the Irithel. But he switches targets and goes for the Sicilian. But decides to back off right before. And then again, in the mid lane, I see no potential team fights happening. However, Gatot is engaging without worrying about Team Impurity doing any damage, but then that is going to lead him to get comboed by Jeet Kune-do. Cho, Sporta doing a ton of damage, and Sanguine Claws also connecting onto that Gatot.
I mean, true, and at the same time, just look at the amount of...
Joy almost getting the Cho, but then Cho's Jeet Kune-do Shimpo. He will be able to escape with a flicker. GG's. Joy's ultimate has been forced out. Vexana doing a ton of damage to Sicilian, but that is not enough to kill her. But in the top lane, we see Moskov biting a little more than he can chew. Inspire being used up, but then he is doing far too less damage compared to Irithel. One more spell is all it takes. Moskov getting taken down. First blood onto the side of Team Impurity Esports, forcing the Moskov to lose in on minions and also the gold crab. But then again, Joy gets the steal on the turtle, but that will be CC's final day because CC will be taken down as well as Sicilian. Double kill for Vexana, who will take down the Hylos too in the process, but that will only lead to Irithel. Oh no, Irithel has gone back to base, allowing Moskov to go in his own free time to back to top lane.
Oh, and kind of a long team fight right there was kind of a blend of emotions. I thought it will be Impurity winning it out, but then it was Step Bros winning it out. At the same time, Joy, no matter in which hand, in which team, always performing really well. And look at the damage coming in from Bakimard. And like Crucifix, you just said, Irithel doesn't have enough damage, but we can already see that how good that Armor Buster works out in the early game.
Oh my god, I stand corrected, but then again, Bad Feast has been used to take some stacks onto the Gatot, but he was able to escape from there. But Joy's ultimate has locked in on the Sicilian, but that will not be enough to take him down this early in the game, because Joy needs items to actually do damage, and Gatot also in the top lane is kind of concerning for Erthel.
Yes, he could always drop down like like a bomb with the AODG. Then again, right now, if you do see, look at Vexana with the highest goal right now among all the members, and even the goal laners kind of fall down comparatively.
They definitely fall short because Vexana got 2 kills in the early game, both Hylos and Sicilian. That was enough to actually skyrocket her goal lead, and she will be plummeting in terms of gold. However, in the top lane, I think Moskov is in trouble. Hylos in the bot lane will switch into the mid lane to actually help in Sicilian, and he will engage Law and Order used to actually get in on this Vexana, but the first skill will stop her. In the top lane though, Gatot and everyone is there. Joy has arrived, but then there comes the Way of the Dragon with a flicker. Getting the Gatot inside the tower almost will take him down before the teamfight starts in the turtle side, and that will be the Vexana getting taken down too. Shutdown maybe, but not enough. Sanguine Claws connecting on, but then again, Curtain Call also connecting onto the Hisoka and the Hylos, but then again, I cannot keep up with how much damage is happening to that Irithel. Holy crap, the Vengeance has been used, taking down Bakimura in the process.
Casualties after casualties. At the same time, it all just started with Hayabusa going in with his ultimate, and he kind of missed out, and it was kind of just avoided. At the same time, I really love how Gacha really helps out.
Oh, dude, that was almost a kill on the Moskov, but then again, the Gold Crab was still alive, and that was able to split damage with Moskov. Pain split from Pokemon is here right now, because Moskov survived because of the Gold Crab, which was impeccable. However, Cho getting taken down, Joy getting the retribution on the turtle, taking it last hit, AOG connecting onto that Hylos, and Bakimurd is in tough spot. He will have to be retreating, however, he decides to take in the Quad Shadow connecting onto the Vexana, but not enough to take him down. Here comes that Sicilian's bad impact, but not again enough to take him down. Joy looking in for a kill, will do a ton of damage with the ultimate, will take down the Sicilian inside the tower, and Moscow will take down the tower in the top side. However, here comes the Ogi Shadow kill and Quad Shadow from Hayabusa. A lot of shadows there because Moskov just faded into obscurity.
Well, Macro traded off for a kill. I can say, never mind that, but at the same time, if we do see right now Vexana on 310, like the amount of damage that CC is doing when everyone is grouped up, paired up together, the first kill does an amazing amount of CC, amazing amount of damage. At the same time, they really did not want the Moscow to farm up.
Yep, definitely. But then again, we see that Hayabusa was taken down while taking his turtle by the hands of Joy. Bad impact on Sicilian is not enough because here comes Moscow's Fear of Destruction and Vexana's damage. However, Irithel gets the kill on the Joy who overextended. And Moskov too, most probably. Here comes Jeet Kune Do attempting to take the kill, Moskov getting taken down, but then the AOG connecting onto nobody. Irithel is able to escape, and he will be starting to do damage to that Hylos. No, not Hylos, Gatot. Hylos taking a lot of damage from the hands of Vexana, who has the glowing wand already. Revitalize is practically useless right now. Oh, look
Me
at that. It's
too.
7-7-7. 7 minutes, 7 kills, 7 kills. Both teams.
Well, that's quite a coincidence because we really love those single numbers right now, but at the same time, look at the top lane.
Oh, look at the way of the dragon connecting on. Will not take down the Cho though.
Oh,
The McMoskov. Here comes Cho again with the flicker. But then again, Moskov able to
oh,
survive with a sliver of HP. He had such good luck right there. But then again, Turtle is being contested. CC is alone there. Curtain call used on the Hylos and the Hayabusa. AOG connecting maybe onto the Hylos and will force his ultimate, the Glorious Pathway. But then Spear of Misery stunning him onto the wall. Dude, that's tough. That's definitely tough. Here comes the Joy's ultimate, taking down the Irithel. The Revitalize saving Joy from impending doom and will force the mid lane tower to be taken out in the process. Hayabusa was not able to do anything with a quad shadow. Holy crap.
definitely it is a comeback from the side of Team Step Bros right now because if you do see the engages, the initiatives which are coming from the AOTG, like they're beautiful. He knows whom to lock down, when to lock down, always there for the support. At the same time, I really love how Bakimer, even after all the CCs, like so many people are still behind him, but the micro skills coming in from Irithel are so amazing that he manages to take down people and yet save himself. Same comes for the Moscow. Like we did see, I like both of us was really thinking that it will be Moscow taken down because it was 1 versus 2, but then he still manages to escape in 1 HP, taking that heal from the crab, and then of course the team coming for the health. So yeah, amazing micros coming from both the sides right now.
Dude, I kid you not. Irithel missed his first skill. That's the only reason Moscow was able to survive that. However, that gave Moskov enough opportunity to take down the Cho and get some farm for himself. He was in the bot lane pushing the bot tower, and I think he's still at it. But then again, there's another team fight possibly happening. No curtain call used by CC. It's not going to be a curtain call for anybody right now because, well, it's Vexana in the mid lane and Hayabusa trying to look in for who is where and giving vision.
Well, yep, and we do see right now, Joy performing really well. At the same time, Hayabusa needs to gear up a bit because I do see him missing up his stacks quite often. The same thing happened in the top lane when they were trying to take down the Moscow. Like his ultimate and stacks also kind of missed up, but then they know the team will be there for the support, so it doesn't matter. Even a bit of damage is okay. And of course, 9 minutes into the game, the macro definitely in hands of Team Step Bros that it is starting the first lord of the game.
First Lord, but Hayabusa is in trouble. Here comes the Spear of Misery, stunning him, taking him down without any problems whatsoever. Moskov is in a roll because Moskov has taken down Hayabusa, and also there has been taken a tower been taken in the bot lane. Irithel really took the tower. However, blue buff getting taken out was a big problem for the side of Team Impurity. CC getting the blue buff, good stuff, and also that Lord, which is ready to march in on maybe the top lane.
Yep, and Bakimer needs to stay safe. The team needs to be there to protect the marksman because right now she's the only hope they have. Oh,
Oh, but look at that. Joy was in trouble. He went inside and was taken out by the hands of Sicilian and the whole team. Hylos and Cho was there to take him out. And as the Lord marches, you don't really want that happening for you. And Bat Feast has begun. The feast has begun. Will force down that Gatot Catcha to actually escape. That Impact doing a ton of damage to CC, forcing her to retreat. And as the Lord comes down in the bot lane, all teams don't really have spells to ultimates to actually use. Oh, here comes the Way of the Dragon, though. Look at that. For no avail, Team Impurity will not be able to benefit from that kill. But then again, Irithel has come up with a sprint, using a lot of her spells to escape, but that will not be enough. Irithel gets taken down by the hands of CC, who is just using her yo-yo blitz just to take a kill. And then again, Hayabusa cannot engage onto that Moscow without thinking twice. He has a Spear of Misery, putting him into misery, not out of it. Here comes the Glorious Pathway, and it shows Jeet Kune Do, but no, it's not going to happen anytime soon. They will be forced to make a decision to back off.
well, they did manage to take down the tier 2 from the bot lane. At the same time, the lane sync could have been better, could have been able to take down at least one inhibitor if that was okay.
But look at the damage coming in from that Moskov. All that revitalized damage was not enough. Here comes the CC to take it, but Joy will be taken out by the hands of Irithel, and that will force the mid blast. the Holy Blast to be taken out as well. There is no defense whatsoever into the side of Team Impurity. This might be their last stand.
Well, yep, and 12 minutes into the game, 3k, 4k goal lead in the hands of Team Step Pros right now. This combo working out so well because it's just like you mentioned, the Ted grasp as well as the spear, the second skill coming from a Moscow. It's kind of a death sentence for Hayabusa, who's kind of even denied all the buffs right now. Like, he has a lot of mobility, but the taunt, the stance, the CCs, which will be coming from the side of Team Step Pros. At the same time, you do see how well that CC is doing with the sustain. Like Bakimert just trying to take her down, but she has the vengeance and no anti-heal, no Sea Halberd right now in the hands of Irithel. She needs to make sure that she's the one who capitalizes on the low HP, not the one who's trying to take on those last hits, especially on a CC who has so much spell vamp.
But then again, right now Moskov has the Malefic gun. That means he has increased range. Irithel is going for it too. However, she does not have enough gold to buy it. And Hayabusa finally upgrades his boots. Dude, he finally upgrades his boots. It's like a momentous thing right now. Team Impurity Esports trying to look in for the steal on the turtle, but Step Bro is getting all the advantage. I don't think it's gonna end good. Hayabusa! The quad shadow taking the. Oh my god, the Lord was taken out from the hands of Team Step Bros without any worries onto their side. Here comes the Hylos, only one getting taunted by that Gatot. The Revitalize also being used up. The Ogi Shadow Kill also being used up. Irithel getting taken down though. And Sicilian getting taken down by the hands of Moskov, who was forcing it inside their base now. He will be taken out by the hands of Hayabusa. But then that only means the mid lane will be pressurized. And Lord is marching in on the top lane. Will not be used to its fullest potential. But then Hayabusa has locked in on the Vexana, taking her down. Holy crap. I think it might actually work. I think it might actually work out.
Just like you said, Hayabusa finally upgrading the speed boots right there. Just upgrading even his gameplay, because that Lord Steel was amazing between so many people at the same time. Finally, he be working it out pretty well, taking those kills, capitalizing on the last hits.
Most definitely, and I think that Hylos is actually in a good position to give vision, I guess.
Well, yep, and might even going for the engage.
Oh, there goes the Ogi Shadow Kill with the Quad Shadow, but then that forces the mid lane tower to be taken out. And look at that, the AOG connecting onto Hayabusa, getting him taken out. Moskov doing a ton of damage. Spear of Misery hitting the choke, but he will be using the Shinpo to escape. Here comes Joy with the intent to... No, not Joy. The CC with the intent to take down all the Joy from the side of Team Impurity. Holy crap. That will be a 1-for-2 trade. No, 1-for-0 trade.
Well, wait, right now... Yep.
Oh, there. Never mind. My bad. But then again, Gatot uses his taunt to engage. Here comes the Joy, trying to look in for a kill on the Irithel, but will be taken out in the process. Was a little too far deep in to actually take anything. And then that Vexana in trouble. The Gatot coming in as a meat shield to make sure Vexana is able to escape. Spear of Destruction from somewhere just appeared out of nowhere. Dude, what? I was surprised to see that.
Well, Step Pros, all they need is a perfect lane sync and a Lord. They can end it well, but then I think both the teams are kind of throwing it, because Impurity did get that upper hand when the Lord forced in and the inhibitor was taken out. At the same time, why engage so far beyond your base? Because you cannot handle the assault, the taunts which will be coming in from the CC, which will be coming in from Moscow. At the same time, we do see how well, some of them are missing, but SODs are really, really good. Like, when the Lord was marching down, he used that SOD, took that double kill inside the base. Might even happen a triple if Hayabusa wasn't there.
I swear, he would have actually gotten the kill in the Hylos, but then again, Moskov getting taken down very fast by the hands of Irithel. Here comes the Glorious Pathway, not actually engaging onto anybody, but then again, the Sicilians, Sanguine Claws, crushing the Joy out of Sisisi, and then again, here comes Cho to take down the Sisisi, and here comes the Ogi Shadow Kill from the hands of Hayabusa. Will not be able to take down the Vexana though, but Joy is in it. He is going for one more kill maybe, but Gatot is there to actually do a ton of damage with the Concussive Blast, but will not be able to take down the Cho. He will be able to escape. Sporta actually able to escape with a little bit of HP. He is taunting the Gatot, but the Joy is getting taken down by the hands of Hayabusa and Sicilian. But in the top lane, Cho escaping without any worries whatsoever. Gatot is too big and bulky for Cho. Somebody as nimble as Cho, and that will be a free turtle. Oh, sorry, a Lord for the side of Team Impurity. I think most probably.
Well, they can go for it, but then there are four members in the side of Team Stepbros right now will be able to defend it. But at the same time, just look at the damage coming in from Sicilian right now. The SOD connecting. I don't think Moscow will follow up because right now,
He
okay, he
would have. He
does.
would have. He does. Ogi Shadow Kill also used, but then again, the Moskov's Wind of Nature actually saving him. The stun Spear of Misery actually hitting onto a Sicilian and also Hayabusa, forcing them to stay back. They are like, nah, you're not doing this. And but then again, Hylo's doing a ton of damage to that Vexana, and in the bot side, we see that CC was also marking that Irithel, but he will be taken down in the process. I think Impurity is going in for the complete counter.
That was not a good engage. Not a good engage. Like they weren't able to take down Moscow, but at the same time, CC knows whom to prioritize, but then cannot take down a Riddle who is pretty farmed up right now. And with this, it might be an easy lord. The hands of Team Impurity right now. And I think, the Sicilian is definitely being the bone of contention, has a lot of stacks, has a lot of damage.
Oh, but look at that. Joy has revealed her position. That means he can't really engage on the turtle. But in the top side, we see Moskov actually trying to look in for a rat push. Hayabusa is looking in for a recall back to the base. But then again, look at the
Oh,
Moskov just really pushing. He is not
oh,
worried about anything. He only has one thing in mind, but he will be taken out. She Way of the Dragon by the Cho and the Hayabusa, forcing everyone to actually recall back to base. There goes the Gatot, who has very low HP. Very low. He will use the regen spell, but then again, Hayabusa is not there to actually engage on the turtle fight. And Joy has the retribution still. It's not a good idea to take it.
well, once again, they're just looking for the control around the area, but it is a fight without Moscow. I don't think so. They should go ahead and engage with it, or else, first of all, take down the Sicilian because he is doing a ton of damage right now.
Definitely, but then they actually go for the lower dance. It's going in on today. But then again, CC is coming back. I thought he was going to go end it.
Oh.
Squad Shadow from the hands of Hayabusa. But that will not be good because Hayabusa has lost the opportunity to take the Lord because Joy was ready to take it. Spirit of Destruction connecting onto somebody. It will not be the end of it. I think it's going to be a bad idea if he engages. I think he should have actually used the Spirit of Destruction, but in like a safer distance to come and help his team.
Oh, yep, and another Lord, 90-minute Lord in the hands of Team Step Rose right now. If they sync the lanes perfectly, might as well be the final march because right now, although the side of Team Impurity does have a Sicilian, also have a Riddle, two of the people who are pretty good at lane clearing. At the same time, will they be safe from the Joy?
I don't think so. Hayabusa, though, he will be doing a ton of damage to the Joy, but will decide to actually back off. He knows that he can't actually engage it right now because the Lord is marching in. If he dies, he will be giving up the victory. But then again, Irithel getting taken down by the hands of Gatot, who actually just engaged inside with the AOG. And as that Joy takes down the Hylos, there goes any chances of them winning. Impurity goes down for the count.
What a gameplay! I definitely think it was the Kacha making it for the team. Because if you do see, even towards the game, he was always making sure, trying to use the AOTG onto Bakimert. Because Bakimert was doing an amazing job. Just look at him, it is MVP once again. The damage is insane, and Moscow cannot take him down solo. At the same time, CC too. She was trying to go behind, trying to zone her away, but she did have the wind of nature. So yeah, it was the Kadokacha changing the entire game for the entire team.
I swear, Gatot did so much for his team that I actually have a teardrop falling down from my eyes. Beautiful gameplay. EXP lane Gatot is going goaded. I'm kidding. It's a Rome Gatot that was better. EXP laners don't get any, they don't get any recognition. This is sad.
Well, I think the tank, as well as the EXP, is one of the major players of the game because they can provide a lot of opportunity, a lot of space and gold for your core laners as well as the mid laner to farm up. Because without them, you will be, constantly under some pressure, under some threat. So it doesn't, it's not like they are always overlooked. It's just that jungler takes all the spotlight with the retributions.
Definitely, because junglers have the most important decision to make if they're actually going to win the game or not. Because if they don't gank, if they don't get the retribution, if they don't get the objectives, it's going to be tough for his own team. But then again, will it be the last game? Okay, it is going to be the last game. I'm kidding. It's going to be the last game right now. It's going to be Impurity versus Step Bros. It's 1-1. I think, okay, if at all, Step Bros gets a good draft, I think they'll win. I definitely think they'll win.
Well, yep, I highly think so because the previous game there was the draft cap coming with the Angel as well as the Alice, and of course the carry took full opportunity of that. So in the second game, we did see that how good a draft can outperform.
Definitely. And as that goes down, we are done with this match. It's going to be another one of the best of three after a little short break. Stay hydrated, guys. We will be right back. What's up, guys? It's back to the Crown Championships. We are in the third match of the best of three between Impurity Esports and Step Bros. It's going to be Step Bros on the blue side again and Impurity on the red side. Maybe it's the red side blessings, I don't know, that led to Impurity actually winning the first match. Maybe they can actually do it again. But then again, we are back for this exciting match. And it's me on the caster desk, Crucifix. Alongside me, it's going to be Asuya.
Well, here we are once again. It's the same night but a different day because it is 12 after 12. So
One,
this
two,
game is
two, two.
basically, this game has basically been going on over 2 days, Crucifix.
Oh my god, this is actually an epic story. It's holy crap. It's the same bands. It's a different day, but it's the same bands. Holy crap. I'm kidding.
And yep, if it is the same bands, will we be seeing the same bands once again? Oh, come on, show something different. I know both of these teams, you can, show some different draft, just like you did in the previous game, Step Bros.
I agree completely. They need to ban Argus. Argus is too dangerous to be left alone. Ban him. I'm kidding. Oh my god, I'm so sleepy, Asuya. I bet everyone in the chat is also very sleepy.
Yep, we are all pretty sleepy, but I think, gamers know no sleep. And with that Hayabusa being banned from the side of Team Step Bros, I don't think Hayabusa was that much of a threat there. But just look at it, finally two assassins, which have been making an impact, especially the Joy, has been banned out.
Joy being banned out is pretty obvious. Last match and the match before that, it was just chaos as Joy just stole the joy out of everybody. But then again, Step Bros going in for that Matilda pick as their first pick. And Su Yu to counter that Matilda is not really a good idea, but hey, it is what it is. We get the Khalid too. It's a 2-in-1 package as Khalid and Su Yu get picked onto the side of team in Impurity.
Whenever there is a Clade, most of the times I always, whenever there is a Suyo, most of the times I always see the Alpha getting it countered because both of them are the fighter jungles, has a lot of, the same kind of farming, of speed farming and sustain in the early. But with this, we are seeing Vexana being picked up once again from the side of Team Step Bros because she did perform pretty well in the previous game for them.
Huh. I mean, it's true, but then again, Vexana was a good pick, and it didn't really work out in the end. However, did make it work, though, throughout the series of the game. But then, Granger getting picked on the side of Team Impurity Esports, and with that, getting paired up with the ban on the Irithel, cutting down the options, I see.
And night are everlasting.
True, Riddle is just like we mentioned before, kind of a perfect counter for Granger because she can move, has a lot of mobility, dishes out a lot of damage, and with that, the bans are still ongoing. Sicilian being banned out because definitely he was really, really annoying. Same time, do you think that Kacha should be banned out because we did see how amazing he was performing in the hands of Team Step Bros in the previous game?
True, Step Bros actually rocked that Gacha. I mean, then again, I did make the joke before once already, but then I'll make it again. It's Gacha pounding people to the ground, and Step Bros use that to their full advantage. As the second ban on the side of Team Impurity Esports comes in, it's on Moskov. And, well, it's obvious. Moskov performed really well, and that is a very reasonable ban onto their side. But then Step Bros have the opportunity to ban something. What do you think it's going to be?
Well, might be Eve. Okay, it is Eve because they were lagging a mage at this point, but Abyss going in with a Paquito. Been quite a long time since I've seen a Paquito being picked up in a tournament. Like you remember those days when this guy was meta, one-shotting people.
He still does. He still does. It's very painful. Whenever I play a marksman, for some absolutely God knows what reason, Paquito always gets picked. It's so sad. I had to deal with that. But then again, Paquito might be the one getting picked onto their side right now. I have my doubts, but it might work. Khalid as the roam is the question.
Khalid Rom works out pretty well, but I really think Hylos or Gadulkacha could do the perfect work for them right now, but it will be our queen of CC, two queens being traded off, Vexana and Aurora.
Hey, do you think there's any other queen in this game?
I don't know, but I really love Kagura. Hopefully she gets some buff so that she can also be a queen.
Oh my god. Dude, no, let's not do that. But then again, there's one more queen. It's going to be Ruby, the queen of the EXP lane. I'm kidding, don't believe me. Then again, EXP laner, Lapu Lapu getting picked. And to top it all off, a marksman that is like none other, Bruno and his balls getting picked. Oh, why is this Step Bros and this joke just. Ugh, why is it happening? Why are these guys just so trolly? I love their gameplay and I like their sense of humor. They go for the Bruno, and with the footballs, he's going to do a lot of damage. Ankara, Messi.
You know, I don't know why Lapu Lapu hasn't picked up here against Khalid. Has a lot of damage, but Khalid, the burst potential isn't enough to burst down a Khalid who will be on tank emblem, has the second spell to heal up. At the same time, we do see Lucas getting picked up, and if Abyss goes in for the Lucas, it's the end. The amount of control this guy has will be a literal nightmare for Step Bros.
Definitely. And Lucas's damage is nothing to be laughed at. It's so intense just at level 1, especially with that concussive blast. This is what I usually go for. And Lucas with that concussive blast does so much damage, it chips off at least 70 to 80% of anyone's HP within a matter of seconds. But then again, it all is a matter about execution. 40% is about the draft, and 60% is about the execution in the game. You can have a bad draft and you can still win without any worries whatsoever.
Well, true, and the amount of mobility right now in the hands of Step Bros is actually amazing because they have Matilda, they have a Vexana with the lane clearing and the classic Alpha and Matilda combo. But then in the early, they have, the sustain isn't enough, pretty squishy unless Matilda gets those equipments. At the same time, when it comes to the side of Team Impurity, they have the Lucas, they have the Khalid, and also the Suyo, three of the people who will be quite sustainable in the early.
Hey, for some reason, right now the Land of Dawn is shining really bright. I like this color scheme of everything that's in the Mobile Legends map, to be honest. I just wanted to give a little shout out to the Mobile Legends team for making the map as bright as possible, because Wild Rift and League of Legends always have that very dead tone, and I kind of never appreciated this. But then again, we see the first pause of the game. Will there be more, Asuya?
Well, usually there isn't more than one pause in a tournament unless the problem is really grave. And yeah, with that,
Oh.
why is the map shining for you? Though I agree that the map from Wild Rift and the others are kind of gloomy,
No, I was just
but
being optimistic. I was just bored. I'm sleepy, man. I'm just gonna say anything. I just take it. Don't go for the deeper meaning. Whatever I say when I'm sleepy is just surface level stuff. I just wanted to appreciate the map because it's beautiful. That's all.
all right. At the same time, when you mentioned shiny, the only thing which popped up into my brain was Lapu Lapu's skin is collector skin and it is golden and golden shines. And at the same time, Mountain has this weird obsession, of having all the collector skins to be of the golden or lavender tone.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. Or lavender or purple actually signifies royalty, and gold, of course, is like riches. And I mean, I guess it speaks for itself. And maybe a blue. Blue is peace. These color schemes are pretty beautiful.
True, but collector, like every golden skin has to be collector. I really do not like that too.
Hey, we know one skin that's gold and it's not a collector. It's Argus's basic skin. It has hints of gold in it, but it's mostly white.
Even Zushin's recent Starlight is kind of golden, and that's why I think people really like it because it gives off the vibe of a collector skin, I guess.
I mean, to be fair, Zushin's new skin is beautiful. However, Vexana also has the collector skin, if you noticed. It's also golden, like you mentioned. I think it is actually a underlying tone that Mobile Legends is actually doing. They're actually going in for that golden tone for collector skins. Oh, damn, I never really thought about that.
Oh yes, just remember that the Badong skin collector is golden,
Oh,
and
50
Vixara,
Zen, yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
everything is golden. It's the weird
I mean,
obsession with
Farsa.
golden.
I mean, Farsa's collector too is like golden and red. And
Yep,
Granger's is different. Agent
different.
Z is kind of
That's
cool.
yep,
Yeah.
pretty good and pretty smooth to play with.
Hey, but we're back. I finally, thank God. Yay. Sorry, I'm too sleepy to actually continue. But this is a beautiful match. Granger is actually doing a ton of damage to that Bruno, though. But in the mid side, I think Khalid is looking in for an engage. Here comes the freeze of the Aurora, the second skill connecting onto two people. Vixana, Alpha, and Matilda will be forced to retreat. I think it's too much damage, and Lapu Lapu is biting off a little too much more than he can chew. Matilda too, and I think Suyu is going in for that kill on the buff. He will look in to steal, but that will not be enough. But the Alpha gets taken down in the process. That will be denying a lot of his farm right now because Suyu is going to look in for a kill on that green horned lizard. Why am I not going? Oh, look at that snipe on the Suyu though. He just shoots out his arrow, takes down the Bruno in the process. Beautiful stuff.
This is what I was talking about. That Impurity definitely has the early game aggro onto hand. Like having a Khalid, the amount of damage this guy has from level up 1 is insane, and that's what we saw followed up with the damage already coming in from the Aurora.
But then again, look at that Granger in a little pickle, but he will be able to escape with the second skill, and he will decide to actually stay alive for another day as the turtle is spawning in the next 5 seconds. Do you have any predictions as to who is going to get it? Which side will win? Do you have any idea?
And I think definitely Impurity, considering that they have the lead right now with 2 kills, they have the Khalid with the zoning potential. Matilda cannot provide much in the early because she really needs those equipments. At the same time, there is a lot of CC.
And there goes the turtle, hands to the Oh, Lucas is here, and also Khalid will not be able to be taken down because of the second skill, but Lucas will be taken down in the process. Here comes Death Sonata and Rhapsody Infused Ranger taking in some damage, but then that will also be the death of Alpha. Alpha getting taken down in the process. And as the turtle is in their side, they have a 2,000 gold lead, but Bruno can bridge that as he takes the shield down from the tower.
The draft is lacking. I think maybe just wait out for the late game.
Oh, here comes the Spear of Alpha, but the ultimate, the Frigid Glacier, getting hit down. Okay, getting down the Matilda. He will not be able to fly around because the Flicker also will be forced out of the Khalid's hands. Bruno is kind of in position. He could take down people, but he does not have the range yet.
He doesn't have the range, he doesn't have the damage, he got nerfed, and of course the Granger will be outplaying the Bruno till he gets those equipments, especially the crit items and the Maleficant. At the
Definitely.
same time, I think picking up an EXP laner who could be good, tanking the early aggro, which would be expected from the side of Team Impurity, could have done better because right now, just look at Lucas. He is, like all the lanes, Crucifix.
Oh
They
my
just
god, look at that. Matilda used up the Circling Eagle to escape. I don't think it's gonna look good. I don't think it's gonna look good for the side of Team Step Bros. Oh, here comes the Suyu doing a ton of damage with the Lucas onto that Lapu Lapu, forcing him to escape. But there comes the Alpha with the Spear of Alpha doing a ton of damage to Suyu. He will not have his spells in time. He will, though, kite the Alpha to take him down in the process. And Khalid taking down the Lapu Lapu behind the scenes. He is working his ass off to do all the powerlifting for his team. Here comes Aurora to actually take in the minion she that just lost, but Matilda and Vexana looking in for the kill on the Granger, forcing the Flicker out. That timing on that Flicker, it was just like Kelra. Holy crap.
I mean, right now, just look at the aggro coming in from the side of Team Impurity, doing an amazing job as all 5 of the heroes are pretty good in the early. Step Bros need to play it safe, need to maybe, go back, wait for the marksman to farm out.
And look at that, Matilda taking a lot of damage before the team fight starts. Frigid Glacier and the second skill connecting on to that. Bruno taking him down. Suyu getting the turtle too. Khalid is in it for a roll. He's using the Raging Sandstorm to actually do some damage, but does not catch anybody. Vexana, Alpha, and Matilda will live to see another day.
Well, 4 minutes into the game, 8 kills in the hands of Team Impurity right now, doing an amazing job. At the same time, I really love how they do not want Bruno to farm up because just look at them, 2 members just hiding in that bush.
Oh no, here goes the Aurora's passive. And he also takes the ultimate as a second skill from that. Oh, but Matilda getting taken down in the process. Khalid flying with the sand. And that bait from Aurora, even though she actually didn't want to bait them, it kind of worked in their favor. And to be honest, Aurora now has glowing wand too, and Granger is doing a ton of damage with his second skill and first skill and second skill. Here comes the Raging Sandstorm, the Concussive Blast, and the blast from the Lucas taking down that Bruno. Khalid getting the kill on the Bruno, and Vexana getting killed by Lucas. Holy crap! Here comes Lapu Lapu doing a ton of damage, but then the Circling Eagle and the Spear of Alpha doing more damage to the Granger, taking him down in the process. First kill from the Lucas, doing a ton of damage to that Alpha, but there is not going to be enough. Here goes that Lapu Lapu again, but he will be forced to use his Flicker and taken down in the process.
Well, I think Step Bros should know that they not have the early advantage, so why not just play it safe? They're kind of engaging, and especially the Lapu Lapu going in one by one, that to solo, that's not something which you would be looking for in a team composition like this.
And there goes Alpha's blue buff again. It's so tough to see Alpha without any farm. He's just standing there recalling Hopeless Rectory. He's living up to his name. I'm sorry, I had to say it. I'm so sorry, bro. I know you might feel bad. I'm so sorry that I said it, but yeah. And here goes Bruno actually using his second skill to escape. The snipe from that Suyu is not enough to take him down. However, Alpha is there. He's taking a ton of damage from the Suyu and also the Khalid. Khalid is looking in for a kill maybe again. Suyu also back again at it. He will not do any damage to anybody because all of his spells are missing.
Suyo is a hero, really needs the early game snowball, and after that he's kind of unstoppable, and that's what the entire team has provided right now. Suyo with 4 skills, 0 deaths, he's on a roll, has the, snowball which they really need. And here goes all the neutral objectives as well as the macro in the hands of Team Impurity.
Oh my, they're actually going in for the win. Dominance Ice bought on the hands of Abyss TZ. Lucas getting the Dominance Ice. It's a questionable pick. And it's looking good for this side. I think I like it. I like Lucas with the tank build. I should try that.
Well, they have enough damage. Like, they have a Granger, they have an Aurora, so why not?
True, true. And here comes the Khalid and everyone. Matilda getting taken out by the hands of Granger, and Granger is looking in for more, but he does not have anybody. Everyone is gone. Everyone is backing up. And Sacred Beast ultimate blast going in on the Vexana, not taking her down though.
I mean, true, and look at a Granger going in with a Sea Halberd.
Oh no, there goes Abyss. No, not Abyss CZ, the Lapu Lapu, but also the Khalid taking down the Vexana out of nowhere. Dude, that was an off-map kill. Holy crap. And Khalid is literally taking no damage whatsoever. He's just healing it right back up.
And with
power. There is absolutely nothing Step Bros can do at this point. What do you think, Asuya?
well, true. I mean, just look at that. Only 6 or 8 minutes into the game, the first inhibitor also taken down, and they're going in for the final push because it is 12 AM.
Holy crap, Lucas taking down that Bruno with a full tank build. Raging Sandstorms also connecting. Lapu Lapu getting taken out in the process too. But then again, Khalil was taken out too. Holy crap, Aurora getting the kill on the Lapu Lapu and Granger doing a ton of damage to everyone present on the map. Suyu looking in for a kill. Double kill for the Aurora. Aurora steals it right under the nose of his team. No, Granger is taken out by the hands of Vexana, but that is not going to happen because Suyu is going to settle the score. He's going to take revenge. It's going to be GG's. Bruno cannot take that many minions on his own. And that's going to be a final victory for the side of Team Impurity Esports. It's a red side buff. They get a buff if they're on the red side. Holy crap.
I mean, what can I say? The side of Team Step Bros had the late game into the name, but Team Impurity did not give them even a moment to breathe out. Like, just look at it. 9 minutes into the game, one of the shortest games I've seen in a tournament.
I swear, that was tough for the side of Team Impurity. No, I mean, not Impurity, Step Bros. The second match, though, was tough for Impurity, but that third match, it's just because they were in the red team, they won. I kid you not. The red team buff is real. If you're on the red team, you definitely win.
Well, Trey, you managed to get 2 heroes after all, so I think it works out. At the same time, it was the drop. You know, if you have a Matilda, pick up something which is really good in the early. Like, you took up a Lapu Lapu who couldn't handle the aggro which would come from the side of 5 members of Team Impurity, and it showed up.
Definitely. They should have gone for a Phobia's pick, but that is a story for another day. That was an amazing match from both these teams, Step Bros and Impurity Esports. However, there can only be one winner. That's going to be Impurity Esports with a sweep, not sweep. Okay, they won with 2-1 as their score.
Yep, and ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying with us. Do like, share, and subscribe because we will be having such amazing matches, and there are a lot of more matches, a lot of more good teams which were there in the tournament. So for now, we will be signing out because it is too late. Have a good night and sweet dreams.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no, you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
Like nothing I found, my mind overwhelms. I think that I'm broken, but I hope you can't help. I know I'm not perfect, but some days I feel far more worthless. Baby, you make me feel nervous. If I still have you, I have purpose. It's all worth it.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. Tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your